Hello everyone, welcome to What If Issei Was Teleported to Demon Slayer movie. Before we start, please go support Josu Delcid 3 for writing that awesome fanfic. This is the translated version I made. There will be some mistaken character's gender, but of course Issei is a male. Clarifications. 1. Here Issei will have the power he has at the end of the 4th season of DxD, and I will explain why in the story. 2. Once the Kimetsu no Yaiba arcs have been adapted, we will go to the end, which will be the same as the original line, only with a few changes. 3. In this What If there won't be Tanjiro x Nezuko. Chapter 1. Let's go on a new adventure. And before starting I will give you an explanation that I did not explain in the story in my previous account. Issei does not have the same power as when he defeated Trihexa, because when he used the Devolo's dragon and together with Vali they defeated Trihexa, Issei lost all that great power by not being able to control it. In addition, Office and Gran Rojo told him that even if he trained, he would not have that great power again. And that is why he has the same power that he has at the end of the 4th season of DxD. I hope you understood my explanation now. Yes, without further ado, let's begin. When Akaza appeared, Rengoku had to face him, however the flame pillar ended up injured, but Issei and Shinra appeared ready to face the third upper moon. It was a difficult battle. Issei and Shinra, still injured, tried to cut off Axe's head, but he managed to save himself at the last moment. As in the original line, Asia was present, which made Rias and Serafall happy. Then some Kikuchi arrived to take everyone, and Asia would go with them since with her sacred gear, she would heal Issei, Shinra and Rengoku. All the news that Issei and Shinra managed to confront a superior moon reached the ears of all the pillars until they reached Sanjuro. On the other hand, as in the original story, Akaza met Muzan, but he was angry because Akaza couldn't even kill a pillar, much less Issei and Shinra. After that, Akaza retreated to destroy Tanjiro's katana in rage. Akaza. I won't forget your face, you damn brat. The next time I see you I'll crush your head. I'll kill you and those 2 idiots who humiliated me. Akaza would say it, seeing the remains of Tanjiro's katana. 2 days later. At the butterfly farm. Aoi was cooking. Rias. Hello Aoi, how are you? Aoi. Oh, it's you Rias, I'm fine. Serafall. Tell me, do you cook something delicious? Aoi. Yes, that's right. By the way, Asia is very nice. Rias. I know, she's like that. Tamaki. Actually reminds me of my friend Iris. Aoi. How are Issei and Shinra? Rias. Asia managed to cure them as well as Mr. Rengoku, so the 3 of them are not in danger of dying. Aoi. How lucky. I don't want to imagine what would have happened if Asia hadn't appeared. Serafall. Can we help you cook? Aoi. Well, if they are good it's fine. While they were talking silently, Zenitsu had taken a plate of manius without the girls noticing. Zenitsu would be walking. Zenitsu. Tanjiro has been feeling down lately. Seeing Issei and Shinra defeated is something no one could bear. When I saw Issei's memories I remember that he had a power called Devolo's dragon, but Rias explained to us that Issei would never access that power again because it was risky, and even if he trained he wouldn't awaken that power again, but we have to be thankful that Asia appeared and also helped Lord Rengoku. Thanks to that, the 3 of them are still alive. Zenitsu would say it and then reach a room. Zenitsu. Hey Tanjiro, I dressed some manu secretly and even suited up for Issei and Shinra. You think yes? But he received a headbutt from Kyo. Kyo worried. Sorry Zenitsu, it was not my intention. It's that Tanjiro is not here and either Issei and Shinra are not there. They just want to train. Miss Shinobu said that they should wait for their wounds to recover even though Miss Asia healed them. The little girl would say it, shedding comical tears. Zenitsu worried. Tanjiro's wound was very deep and Issei and Shinra still have broken bones. How fools. Meanwhile, Tanjiro would find himself running while following a Kasugai crow. Tanjiro. I thank Lord Rengoku's crow for guiding me to his house. I know I should be resting, but I still need answers regarding the dance of the fire god. Tanjiro would say it as he continued on his way until he saw a child in the distance, and next to him were Issei and Shinra. Issei. So you're a Sanjuro? Lord Rengoku's brother? Sanjuro. Yes, and you know my brother? Shinra. He is our master, he accepted us as his disciples, and we came here in search of answers. Sanjuro. Answers? To what exactly? That's when Tanjiro would arrive. Issei. Tanjiro. Shinra. What are you doing here, old man? You should be resting. Your wound is deeper than ours. Tanjiro. I know, but I need answers. Lord Rengoku is still resting, and we need to know about the dance of the fire god, and besides, you ended up with broken bones, how can you move? Issei. As we said that time when Yahaba tried to tear us to pieces with his arrows, for us this is nothing. Shinra. Although it's obvious that Akaza being a superior moon was going to beat us up, but we're better now, and if we were still hurting a bit, it would be nothing to us. Shinra would say it with a smile. As in the original story, Rengoku's father, Shinjiro, began to argue with Tanjiro to the point of hitting each other, but when the man was going to hit Tanjiro, his fist was stopped by Issei. Issei. You don't understand, your son is someone incredible, he is kind and has a big heart, he was educated in the best way, and thanks to that he is a pillar, you don't understand that for us the family is the most important thing. Mr. Rengoku only has you and your brother, he should feel proud of what his son has achieved. Issei would headbutt the Lord, impressing Tanjiro and Shinjiro, and then Shinra would manage to knock him out. Shinra. Gosh, what alcohol does to people. Then the boys would begin their investigation, but they couldn't find anything. It was already late and the boys would have to leave. Issei, we're sorry if we caused trouble, sir. Shinjiro. Don't worry, by the way, send my regards to my brother. Shinra. That's right, my friend, but don't let what your father tells you affect you, you'll be someone as strong as your brother, I can assure you. Tanjiro. Well, we'll go and retire, see you. So the boys would leave. While Rengoku's father was about to take a drink, but he would remember his son's words, which caused the man to begin to shed several tears as he remembered the words Issei told him. Meanwhile the boys would be walking. Issei. Are you sure you can walk, Tanjiro? Tanjiro. If not, don't worry. At that, Drake's gem would appear in Issei's hand. Drake. Hey, partner, now that you mentioned those demons that appeared at Tomeo's house, I remembered something. Issei. Exactly what would Drake be? Drake. What the hell happened to the ball demon? Shinra. That's Susumaru. Well, as far as I remember, Tanjiro killed her when he went after her through the forest surrounding Tomeo's house, isn't that right, Tanjiro? The boy just remained silent while memories flooded his head, remembering that demon. Issei. Tanjiro. Are you still with us or what? Tanjiro. Yes, of course I managed to kill her, but it was difficult. Shinra. Okay. Shinra would say it somewhat confused because he saw Tanjiro nervous. Author's note. Something happened along these lines, and the idea came to me after seeing a series of one-shots, or rather a saga of one-shots, uploaded by a user named Historias Phoenix. You'll see. End of post. Issei. We're about to arrive at the farm. Drake. Hey, I'd run for my life if I were you. Issei. What are you talking about, Drake? But this one would go to sleep. Shinra. Don't buck with me, he's not even going to answer. But as they looked ahead they saw someone surrounded by a terrifying aura and equipped with Nichiren knives. Something that terrified the boys because it was. Scared Issei, Shinra, Tanjiro. Ah. Haganazakaya. Angry Haganazuka. Take me, you lost your katana. Issei, Shinra, Tanjiro, terrified. Forgive us, we promise we won't do it again. The three of them would say it while Haganazuka followed them and they just ran for their lives. The next day. Zenitsu. Mr. Haganazuka followed the boys for several hours. Inosuke. And that's why you're not eating Gonpachiro. Give me your food. Issei. Don't be an idiot, Inosuke, eating other people's food isn't nice. Shinra. That idiot Haganazuka followed us until dawn. Flashback. The boys kept running while Haganazuka followed them like crazy. Aoi and Asia would come out of a door. Aoi. Tanjiro over here. Asia. Issei-san entrin rapido. The boys quickly entered, closing the door as Haganazuka walked past. End of the flashback. Tanjiro. If it weren't for Aoi and Asia, Mr. Haganazuka would still be following us. Issei. Thanks Aoi, thanks Asia for saving us. Asia. You're welcome Issei-san, I'll always be there to save you. She would say it with a tender smile, while giving her brown-haired boy a kiss that he would reciprocate. Shinra. And thanks also to Yusumi, Kyo and Neho. The girls would just smile. Aoi. It was nothing, after all I had to do it. I would say it Aoi while serving a plate of rice, giving it to Rias. Tamaki. And by the way, where is that crazy Haganazuka? Aoi. Last time I saw him he was eating some rice balls, he looked so relaxed. Serafall. Really? Just for some rice balls? Sumi. Rice balls are Mr. Haganazuka's favorite. Neho. You should give him some when he's angry. Greg. Good advice, brats. Inosuke. I want some too. Aoi. Okay, I'll bring you some later. Serafall. You two look like you would make a beautiful couple. Rapidly rips the tapo the boca of the seraph. Rias. Sorry about that, Seraphim is like that. Aoi would just be blushing. Time skip 4 months later. Issei narrates. It's been 4 months after what happened on the Mugen train. We've continued with our training under the tutelage of Lord Rengoku, also fulfilling the missions assigned to us. We must defeat all the demons. Zenitsu no longer complains as much as he used to, and Inosuke has become more impulsive, the bastard, and for my part, I've been improving. I know I can't depend on my powers, but I still try to get stronger like me. Shinra and Tanjiro are also looking for the same thing, and well Rias, Seraphim, and Tamaki have also been training, but a few weeks ago I noticed Rias with strange symptoms. The truth is that what was too much was that she was vomiting all the time, but the good thing is that I was there to help my fiancé, although I always think about what's happening in my world. How are the others? How are Murayama, Rossweisse, and Ravel? Normal narration. Now Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro would be returning from a mission. Shinra. Hey Issei, do you know how Asia came to this world? Issei. According to what he told me, it was thanks to Gran Rojo and Office, but I wonder how Rossweisse is doing in the dimensional gap. Tanjiro. She'll surely be safe as long as that Akeno can't find her. The three would see that they were already close to the butterfly farm in that. Aoi. Enough badging please. The three of them heard that so they quickly went to see what was happening. Watching how a guy tried to take Aoi and Neho and how Kanao, Sumi and Kyo tried to stop him. Tanjiro, annoyed. How dare you treat them like that? Annoyed Issei Shinra. Let them go right now. Although everyone saw the boys. Tanjiro. What? Are they hugging him? Or is it a kidnapping? I don't understand. Issei. Oh don't be an idiot Tanjiro, it's more than obvious that it's a kidnapping. Kyo. It's a kidnapping, please save them. Quickly Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro launched themselves into the attack ready to hit the guy, but he had disappeared in the blink of an eye. Issei. What the buck? Shinra. Where the hell did he go? On that. Hey, fools. So the three of them looked up. I am the ancient ninja Tenjin Uzui. I am known for my renowned extravagance. Did you really think you would do something to me with those blows? Tanjiro. We order you to take them down at once. Shinra. Crazy kidnapper. Issei. What the buck do you think you're doing? Uzui. How dare you speak to me so insolently, I am one of the pillars. Issei Shinra Tanjiro. Well we don't recognize you as an idiot pillar. Uzui annoyed. Stupid brats, what do I care if they don't recognize me, I need these two for an important mission that they don't understand. Kyo. But Neho is not a hunter, can't you see that she doesn't have a uniform? When Uzui checked he realized that he would throw Neho away, but Tanjiro would save her. Issei Shinra Tanjiro. How can he do something like that, he's crazy. Uzui would just ignore the boy's words, he was determined to take Aoi away but. Issei Shinra Tanjiro. We offer to go instead of Aoi. That surprised Kanao and the girls. Uzui. Shall we offer ourselves? Just as Zenitsu, Inosuke, Rias, Tamaki and Serafall all stand before us. I would also go to Asia seeing what was happening. Uzui. What's wrong with you guys? What are you up to? Inosuke. Even though I've trained a lot, I'm ready to face anything. Nervous Zenitsu. His release Aoi at this moment. On that. Ringoku. You should take them, Tenjin. Everyone saw that it was Ringoku. Ringoku. You should already know that young Hyoto and young Kusaka are from other worlds, just like young Gremory, Kitetsu and Leviathan, and young Kamado and his friends are not hunters that you should underestimate. Uzui would just look at the boys for later. Uzui. Since then I'll take them. The boys were surprised. Rias. That easy? Serafall. I'll Paraser C. Uzui. But you should follow my orders without question. Uzui would say it while slapping Aoi on the butt. Tamaki. What a son of a bitch, that's not done. Everyone would be watching the boys. Kyo. Poor Tanjiro, I feel bad for the boys. Asia would put a hand on Kyo's shoulder. Asia. Calm down, nothing will happen to them, they are strong, just like Issei-sen, I know he will take care of everyone. I would say it looking at Issei. Nervous Zenitsu. How big? Zenitsu would say so, seeing how big Uzui is. Shinra. So what? Now what? Inosuke. And then? Tell us where we're going, old man. Uzui would turn to look at them. Uzui. Let's go to the darkest and most lustful place in all of Japan, the red light district where the demons are. Here begins a new adventure for Issei, Rias, Shinra and Tamaki and the Demon Slayers. Chapter 2. Arrival at the red light district. Chapter Introductory Music. Today we present. Arrival at the red light district. Tanjiro. The red light district. Issei. And what the hell is a red light district? Zenitsu. It's a place where there are pretty girls and all that. Zenitsu would say it with a red face. Shinra. I don't understand you, old man. Uzui. Attention. The pillar would start making some strange movements and then strike a pose. Uzui. I am a god and you mortal trash is the first thing you must know, get it into your heads, if I tell you to be dogs you will be, when I say monkey you will be, you must praise me with every fiber of your being, so see me as what I am, a divine being, I am a god. Uzui would say it while posing again. Zenitsu's thoughts. Zenitsu. I wanted therapy. Out of your thoughts. Tanjiro would lift his hand. Tanjiro. Would you mind telling us the god of what exactly? Issei Shinra. Yes, tell us what you are a god of. Zenitsu. And he's not the only one who needs it. Yuzui. Excellent question, I see that they have potential. Zenitsu. What potential? That's a very silly question. Again Yuzui would strike a pose. Yuzui. I am the god of extravagance, the god of festivals. Zenitsu. Of idiots, yes, he is the god of idiots. Rias. That sounds ridiculous. Serafall. But funny at the same time. Inosuke. I am the king of the mountain, it is a pleasure god of festivals. Everyone stared at Inosuke with what the buck faces. Yuzui. Are you crazy or what? How could you think of that? Zenitsu's thoughts. Zenitsu. Oh you pair of idiots, they are exactly the same. Out of your thoughts. Inosuke wanted to hit Yuzui, but Tanjiro held him back. Yuzui. Well, there's no time to waste, follow me. So Yuzui would start running fast, surprising everyone. Tamaki. Don't make things up, he's running too fast. Rias. From here it looks like an ant. Inosuke. Is that the power of the god of festivals? Tanjiro. You're wrong, it's just Mr. Yuzui and he's a pillar. Issei. That guy is crazy if you ask me. Shinra. I agree. Zenitsu. We have to follow him. Serafall. Zenitsu is right, we have to go. Aoi. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Kiyosumi Neho. Good luck to everyone. Rengoku. Young Kamado, young Hyodo, young Kusaka, don't forget to set your hearts on fire and never give up. The three nodded and Issei would approach Asia to give her a kiss that she would reciprocate. Asia. Be careful Issei-san. Issei. I'll have it, you take care of yourself too. Rias. We will return to Asia and we will be fine. Serafall. Adios and todos. So the boys would follow Yuzui. But later. The boys would be arriving at the red light district like this, seeing the place. Yuzui. Listen, we're here on a mission, so no matter what happens don't get off the wagon. But nevertheless Inosuke got off and Tanjiro, Issei, Shinra, Rias and Tamaki got off to look for them. Yuzui. Oh, these kids, do I speak Chinese or something? Congratulations, Seraphim, for obeying my orders. Now help me find those fools. Serafall. Let it be known that Zenitsu got off first. Tanjiro would meet Inosuke. Tanjiro. Why do you always do that? Yuzui annoyed. I told them not to get off, you and Yellow stay still. Issei. This place looks like it's daytime. Yuzui. We are in Yoshiwara, also known as the Red Light District. The vanity and desire of men are unleashed in this place. Inosuke. What is this? There are too many people, move out of the way, I'm going to pass by. See Inosuke Embisteria various personas. But Yuzui would grab him. Yuzui. Hey guys, where did the one in yellow go? Shinra. Shit, he got away from us. As Zenitsu walked through the crowd he saw some pretty women. Zenitsu. There are many beautiful women here. On that. Yuzui. You wish. Yuzui would say it, hitting Zenitsu. Yuzui. You're too little for that. Afterwards Yuzui would tell everyone what the red light district was. Rias. Basically all the women in this red light district are bitches. Tamaki. I would say bitches. Yuzui. Whatever, let's go. So the boys would enter a house with a mysterious symbol. Yuzui. Let's see, listen, once inside you should look for my wives while I get information. Zenitsu. But that's ridiculous and outrageous. Yuzui. What? Zenitsu. I've stopped pretending. Don't think I don't realize you're using us to get a wife. Yuzui. What? And when did I say that? Zenitsu. Never, but I won't. Tanjiro. You calm down. Zenitsu. I understand that someone is so eccentric with women, but how dare he use hunters for something like that? Yuzui annoyed. You are an idiot. What I want to say is to look for my 3 wives who are infiltrated in the district looking for information about the demons. They stopped communicating with me, that's why I want to know that they are okay. Zenitsu. It must be a crazy dream, right? But this one was hit by several letters. Yuzui. These are the letters that were sent to me with a Kasugai crow. Tanjiro. That's a lot of cards. Shinra. Yes, there are too many. Rias. How long has she been infiltrated? Yuzui. Pay attention, I told you I have 3 wives. All? What? Zenitsu. Did he say that 3? How why 3, how can he have 3 wives? It's not fair. But he received a punch from Yuzui that left him unconscious. Yuzui. Doesn't it seem like I'm alive or what? A few seconds later. Issei. We've read every letter and they always mention not to draw attention to themselves, they repeat it a lot. Tanjiro. And now what do we do, sir? Yuzui. You should wear a disguise. I told you that you would have to do what I tell you. My wives have a lot of training. They are kunoichi. When I infiltrated as a client, I didn't find out anything. That's why I sent them to infiltrate. My search was reduced to 3 houses: Suma in the Takedo house, Meikyo in the Ajimoto house, and Hinetsuru in the Kaigoku house. Inosuke. They must be dead by now. But for saying that he earned a punch from Yuzui that left him unconscious. Shinra. Now that I think about it, Issei, I think you and Yuzui look alike. Issei. Why do you say that? Shinra. He has 3 wives, you have 3 partners, the resemblance is more than obvious. Rias. First of all, it's not just me, Serafall, and Asia, there's also Murayama, Ravel, and Rossweisse, so don't compare our Issei with Mr. Yuzui. Low digger Rias abrazando Issei. Yuzui. Now that I think about it, you guys are cute, your names are Issei and Shinra, right? Issei. Yes, that's right. Shinra. Why the question? Yuzui. Very well, Rias, Seraph and Tamaki, you will go with the blonde and the boar, while Issei, Shinra, Kamado and I will infiltrate as clients. Tanjiro surprised. What? Issei. Don't worry, old man, nothing will happen to us. Rias. Well, but your makeup for Inosuke and Zenitsu, I'll make up for Serafall and Tamaki. Yuzui. Okay, let's get to work. But later. As in the original story, Yuzui would put Inosuke and Zenitsu up for sale, but in that. Yuzui. Then maybe you like what my colleagues have to offer. Issei, Shinra, Tanjiro. Good night watch. So behind them would be Rias, Tamaki and Serafall with beautiful kimonos and well made up. Although Issei had to hide his blush when he saw Rias and Seraph because his fiancée and girlfriend looked beautiful. Shinra. And well, tell me, any of them catch your attention? Tanjiro. We are sure that with the lady's guidance they will be famous throughout Yoshiwara. Lady. Well then we won't stay with the black-haired girl with violet eyes, it seems she is very obedient. Serafall. I'll work as hard as I can, I promise. After that Inosuke and Tamaki were accepted into the Ajimoto house. Yuzui. Are you upset that I forced you to dress like a woman? Yuzui would say it seeing Zenitsu. Zenitsu annoyed. It's not your damn face, how can you be so handsome, and now that I think about it, I hadn't realized how attractive Issei and Shinra are, I wouldn't be surprised if in their worlds the girls drool over them, especially Issei. It's not fair. That's when Issei, Rias, Shinra and Tanjiro would arrive. Issei. Here they are, where are Inosuke and Tamaki? Rias. They soon accepted Inosuke, I don't know how they could accept him with that makeup. Shinra. With Tamaki, I'm not surprised, she was so beautiful that I felt my heart beating for my fiancé. Rias. And now what do we do? Issei. Find a way for you guys to get in. Issei would say it with a smile looking at Rias. Shinra. Do we have a plan at least? Yuzui. Simple, we will make you 2 cousins. Issei. Hi, what? Rias. That fool Inosuke would have come up with a better plan, how do you think that would work? Yuzui. Simple, even if they are not blonde or have blue eyes we can make them believe that they are cousins. Rias. That won't work. Minutes later. Rias. I can't believe it worked, it was a very stupid plan, and it worked for them. Girl. She is very good with the shamisen, she plays it perfectly. Girl 2. And her cousin is no slouch, she serves customers in a great way. I don't know how someone so pretty, beautiful, and hexy can have such an ugly cousin. Girl 3. Well, they didn't hear it from me, but I heard that they were brought by a very handsome man and some handsome boys, so much so that the lady was amazed by how beautiful they looked. Woman. They will go far, they are willing to prove something to the men who abandoned them. While playing, Zenitsu and Rias remembered what Yuzui and Shinra said. Yuzui. You can use them to clean the toilets, or for other things if you want, don't pay us, just keep them. Shinra. They are dumb and somewhat stupid, but they are useful, take care of them. Zenitsu. Rias annoyed. Damn, we're going to get this, we swear that we will become Yoshiwara's #1 courtesans. Meanwhile. Issei. Why did you say that, Shinra? Shinra. Hey, calm down, I didn't really mean it. Yuzui. Okay, let's start the investigation, but first let's go get something to eat. After that the boys went to get something to eat. After investigating, the boys began their infiltration plan by deciding to go to the Kaigoku house. Although Tanjiro separated from the men, now they were waiting for him. Tanjiro. Sorry, I'm here now. Issei. Where the hell did you go, Tanjiro? Shinra. You literally disappeared out of nowhere. Nervous Tanjiro. Calm down, I just went to see how Nezuko was since I had to leave her at the house where we were before starting the plan. Tanjiro would say it nervously because he was hiding something. Yuzui. Well, leaving that aside, I will continue investigating. You guys try to find out something about Hinetsuru if Rias and Zenitsu can't find anything. The 3 nodded and then Yuzui left and the boys would enter. Thus being taken to a room. Man. Welcome to the Kaigoku house, we can offer you the services of our best women, but you're Scar boy, you look attractive, I can offer you a service with our best courtesan. Tanjiro. Okay. After that a beautiful woman with black hair and green eyes would arrive, and she had beautiful skin as white as snow. Both Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro felt something in that woman, but decided to ignore it for the moment. Tanjiro, nice to meet you, I'm Tanjiro Kamado, a pleasure miss. The woman just giggled. Warabaham. Just call me Warabaham, you're so cute. The woman approached a table grabbing a bottle of sake offering it to Tanjiro. Although he didn't want to, he decided to accept so as not to be rude, but he got drunk. Drunk Tanjiro. It can't be, I always have to separate Inosuke and Zenitsu, I don't have time to take care of my sister, I miss her a lot, I miss her. Issei. Who? Drunk Tanjiro. His name starts with S and ends with U. Shinra. What kind of woman has those letters in her name? But Tanjiro put the bottle in his mouth. Drunk Tanjiro. Enjoy Shinra, life is amazing. Now Shinra would also be drunk, but to prevent him from causing a disaster, Issei would grab him. Issei. Okay asshole, I'll take you far away, if you do something stupid Tamaki will kill me, and I won't allow that. So Issei would leave without noticing that he left Tanjiro. Barabaham. Come on, cute. The woman would say it while grabbing Tanjiro's hand and leading him to her room. Tanjiro's thoughts. Drunk Tanjiro. I barely saw you today, but I miss you so much, I miss you Susumaru. Out of your thoughts. The door to the room would be closed, leaving Tanjiro and Warabaham inside. While on the streets of the red light district, the black-haired girl with orange tips and a kimono the same color as the tips of her hair was walking. Susumaru. Now what I have to think about, how will I turn Tanjiro into a demon to have him with me, I need to think carefully about how I will ask him. So the demon girl would continue on her way. The next day. Issei and Shinra would be running. Shinra. How the hell did you think you left Tanjiro alone? Issei. I completely forgot. Meanwhile. Tanjiro would wake up. Tanjiro. Also me Kabiza, me duel. But he saw that he was naked and saw that he was touching something soft, and when he saw this he was shocked to see the courtesan of the house sleeping next to him. Barabaham. My back, you were very intense with me he. Tanjiro saw that the woman was naked and her body was covered in bruises and he began to dress. Barabaham. If you want, you can come again and continue with what we left pending, but first, take this so you don't forget me. The woman kissing Tanjiro would say it, leaving him surprised. Barabaham. See you Tanjiro-kun, I'll be waiting for you. Asi Tanjiro was moving. While Warabaham walked with some difficulty. Warabaham narrates. That boy, Tanjiro Kamado, is very cute and beautiful. He took a long time to do it with me, unlike other men. I want to convince him to become a demon. Normal narration. But she felt something. Warabaham. Damn, someone is following one of my extensions, I'll see what it's about. For now, I'll ask them to fix my room. Meanwhile, Tanjiro would arrive where they would meet with Yuzui. Yuzui. How did it go? Issei. We were unlucky, Mr. Yuzui. Yuzui. What's going on? Tanjiro, nervous. I lost my virginity with the courtesan of the house. That surprised all three of them. Issei surprised. You lost your virginity with that Warabaham. Shinra. No mom's thanks. Yuzui. Wow, you're full of surprises, Kamado. Then it would happen like in the original story until Warabaham hits Zenitsu. Rias worried. Zenko. But the lord of the Kaigoku house would ask Warabaham to please forgive Zenko and Rias. So the woman would smile and say that there would be no problem. Warabaham. Also, I have to get ready, I need to be present in case someone special comes. Warabaham would say it while remembering Tanjiro, but she would also think about what had happened. Warabaham's thoughts. Warabaham. That girl managed to resist my blow even though she was knocked unconscious, could it be that she belongs to the Hunter Corps? And the Redeed managed to dodge my blow before it hit, could it be that she is one of the demons that Lord Musin told me accompany the hunters? We'll see. Out of your thoughts. Warabaham would be getting ready and then looking at herself in the mirror. Warabaham. Tanjiro, I hope you come soon. Warabaham would say it with a smile. But then Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro would arrive. Issei. Good luck, old man. Shinra. Yes it is. So they both left. Tanjiro. It's a ray. On that. Warabaham. You came as I wanted, you make me so happy. But the warrior would give him a glass of sake. Warabaham. Please drink it. Without any other options, Tanjiro would drink like this while drunk while drinking with Warabaham. Tanjiro would kiss Warabaham, which surprised her, but she would reciprocate, thus both beginning to undress. Thus listening to the moans of Warabaham. Ending of this story. Asaga Kuru, the ending of the Red Light District arc, Latin American Spanish cover. Singer. Danny Green. Zenitsu would finally wake up. Rias. Good thing you woke up, Zenko. Zenitsu. What happened to me? Little girl. You fainted because of the blow Miss Warabaham gave you. Girl 2. Have this for your cheek. So Zenitsu would put the rag on his cheek even though it would hurt. Girl 3. We left you some food too. I wanted to thank you for defending me from Miss Warabaham even though you ended up hurt. Zenitsu. It's every man's duty to defend a lady if she's in trouble. I'm not saying this because I'm a man, it's because one person should help another. Rias. My cousin is right, you were in trouble, we weren't going to let Warabaham do anything to you. Girl. We've never met girls like you. Girl 2. But we are glad to have met you. Girl 3. Well, we let you rest, Zenko. Get well soon. Zenitsu. Yes, thank you. Rias. But before they leave. Rias would hug the 3 girls, but also without them realizing it Rias would put anti-protection magic seals. Rias. Rest girls. Girls, thank you Miss Rias. So the girls would leave. Rias. You did a good job today Zenitsu, you're great. Zenitsu. I appreciate your compliment. Rias would lean back on a piece of furniture. But some belts would grab Zenitsu and Rias before being grabbed. Rias scared. Issei. It was the last thing Rias said before being grabbed. Preview of the next chapter. Hi, I'm Seraph. Rias-chan and Zenitsu have disappeared. We need to get going to find the demon. Wait, are you a high moon? Damn, I won't let you touch Miss Kanatsu. You'll see I can beat you. Chapter 3. The Upper Sixth Moon. Chapter Introductory Music. The day we present. The sixth upper moon. The next day. Tanjiro would wake up again with a headache and he would see that he was naked and that Warabaham was next to him. Warabaham. Good morning dear. Tanjiro. Oh, don't tell me I did it again. Warabaham. Don't worry about it, she's probably pregnant with you. She would say it while caressing her belly. Tanjiro surprised. It can't be. Warabaham. I want you to take me with you tonight. Tanjiro would leave there to look for the boys. While Warabaham was happy while caressing her belly. It seems that you like that boy and you like him. Warabaham. If that boy is special, I want him with me. Well, it's your decision. The truth is that I envy that boy because he achieved the impossible. By the way, a question. Warabaham. You dime. Are you going to keep that child that is growing inside you? Warabaham. Yes, the other men were not good to me, but that boy Tanjiro Kamado is different from all those stupid ones. It may seem crazy, but that boy seems familiar to me because of those strange earrings. Warabaham. It must be your imagination. But Tanjiro. This one would be jumping from roof to roof. Tanjiro. What if she's pregnant? If that happens, I wonder what will happen if she finds out. I promised myself I'd make her human, I can't fail her. I won't. Minutes later. The boys were gathered because. Issei. They say there's a demon in the Ajimoto house. Tamaki. That's right, I could smell it with my nose. Inosuke. He was very big and moved like a damn snake. Shinra. Okay, calm down, Mr. Yuzui, Rias and Zenitsu will come soon. Serafall. That's right, and we can talk about this. On that. Yuzui. Zenitsu and Rias won't come. Everyone saw that it was Yuzui. Yuzui. It seems that Rias and Zenitsu disappeared and they haven't been seen since yesterday. Issei surprised. What? Yuzui. You guys should leave the red light district, if the demon is a higher moon you won't survive. Tanjiro. No Mr. Yuzui, we can help you. Yuzui. Don't worry, from now on I'll continue on my own. So Yuzui disappeared. Issei. Shit, if Rias is missing then. Tamaki. Cal made Issei in Contrarimo's Rias. Serafall. But how? I tried to feel his presence, but there was no signal. Issei. I won't sit idly by, I'll find Rias, I will. As in the original story, Inosuke would explain about the 10 ranks of hunters and that now he, Tanjiro and Zenitsu were Kano. Then they all came up with a plan, which was to meet at the Ajimoto house to find the demon's passageway. Serafall. Hey Tanjiro, can I take Nezuko with me? Tanjiro. Are you sure you can take care of her? Serafall. Don't worry, I can do it. Tanjiro. Bien, confio en ti Serafall. A Tanjiro from the box to Serafall. Shinra. Well dividance. Asi Tamaki, Inosuke and Serafall from Iranian. Tanjiro. And what will we do? Issei. We will look for Mr. Yuzui and help him find his wives. Tanjiro. Yes, but I need you to accompany me somewhere. Shinra. Why? Tanjiro. Well, I need to go see where Warabaham wants to go out with me. On that. Issei. Shinra. Kui. It was the only thing that was heard. But later. And La Kasakai Goku. Warabaham would be getting ready. Warabaham. I'm excited. Hey, don't forget that you have to kill the hunters, those weird demons, and find the blue spider lily. Barabaham. How lazy, they don't leave me alone. The Komodo boy is changing you, you know you must locate and kill those guys. Barabaham. Yes, I know. Hey, have you finished off the courtesan of the taquito house? Barabaham. Kinatsu I think a snack before meeting my dear won't hurt me. Meanwhile. At the taquito house. Kinatsu would be looking at himself in his mirror. On that. Serafall. Miss sister-in-law. The woman would turn around seeing that it was Seraphim in her magical girl outfit. Brother-in-law. Seraph you are. Serafall. I came to see you since today I'm leaving the house taquito, could you please give the owner of the house my payment? Seraph would say it, leaving an envelope on the floor. Kinatsu. Those clothes you are wearing. Serafall. Excuse me, I snuck in here for a reason to look for Suma. Kinatsu. I can understand you're worried about Suma, I understand. Serafall. I promise I'll save everyone, I won't let anyone else disappear. So Kinatsu would tell Serafall that she would leave the red light district since she found a man who would make her happy. Kinatsu. That's why I know that everyone will be okay and that you will save Suma and everyone. Serafall. Deborum Kinatsu. So Serafall would cross the door and then see Kinatsu. Serafall. I promise you that I will save everyone. Serafall Citri Leviathan never breaks a promise. Seraphim would say it while doing a magical girl pose. So Seraphim would close the door and leave. Kinatsu would continue with his thing, but some sashes appeared. Kinatsu? You forgot something, Serafall. But he saw that it was not seraphic. Aki. To tell the truth, yes, before going out with my dear, it will be a pleasure to devour you before you leave this Kinatsu district. Thus the demon would cover Kinatsu with her sashes. A few hours later. Finally it was getting dark. In the Ajimito house. Tamaki. They're already taking too long. Inosuke annoyed. Why are they taking so long, it's already getting dark and they haven't arrived. Sachiro, a piece of idiot, along with those three. Tamaki. Hey, it's not that bad. Inosuke. Then we'll have to do it ourselves using brute force, you'll see who's the boss. So Inosuke would jump and his head would go through the ceiling. Tamaki. There's no other option. So Tamaki would jump and his head would go through the ceiling. Inosuke. Hey mice, give me my katanas. Tamaki. Give me my Black Fire Force uniform now. So some muscular mice would be carrying Inosuke's katanas and Tamaki's uniform. Tamaki. Those mice are really drunk. Inosuke. I want to use ninja pigs. Tamaki. They would be better ninja cats. Asi Inosuke si Pondria su uniform, y Tamaki si Mesho at rehabilitation, y Asi si Pondria su uniform de la Fire Force. Tamaki. I'm ready. Inosuke. Okay, time to hunt demons, don't get in the way, here we go. Tamaki. Let's go. So they both ran through the hallways. Meanwhile. In the Kaigoku house. Issei. I insist because she wants to come with you. Issei would say it while walking through the halls of the house with Tanjiro and Shinra. Tanjiro. Maybe because he likes me. Shinra. It seems to me that you made her fall in love with you after just 2 nights. As they headed to Warabaham's room. The lord of the house was looking at a kimono covered in blood. On that. Yuzui. Where are Zenko, Rias and Hinitsuru? Yuzui would be behind the man while having a kunai near his neck. Yuzui. Don't try to answer with a question, tell me where they are. Man. Zenko and Rias disappeared and Hinitsuru got sick and was sent to Quirimize. Yuzui. Okay, tell me who the possible suspect is, you can trust me. So Yuzui would withdraw the kunai. Yuzui. I promise I'll make the person responsible pay. Man. Her name is Warabaham, you can find her in a dark room. Yuzui would go to the place and upon arrival he met Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro. Issei. Senor Yuzui. Yuzui. And what are you doing here? Shinra. Tanjiro told us he wanted to come see Warabaham, but he's not here. Tanjiro. I have a bad feeling something bad happened to him. Yuzui. Sigam. So the 4 of them started running across the roofs. Issei. Did that gentleman tell you that this Warabaham is suspicious? Tanjiro. I don't think she's responsible, when I met her I didn't detect a strange smell on her. Yuzui. Even so, we must confirm it, you guys look for that Warabaham, I'll go for Hinitsuru, good luck. So the 4 went their separate ways. Meanwhile. Serafall had arrived at the taquito house. Worried Serafall. Miss Kinatsu. So Seraph would open the window, but she was scared. Aki. Are you a demon hunter? Or are you a strange demon? They finally appear, one of the hunters must be the pathetic blonde, and the redhead with blue eyes must be a strange demon. Did a pillar come? I know you're not a pillar or a hunter because you're obviously weak. Serafall's thoughts. Serafall. Kinatsu's body, I can't see it, there are no traces of blood, is she absorbing it? Out of your thoughts. Daki. I devour pathetic humans in another way, unlike the other demons. Lo diga Daki vingendo a Serafall. The Mayu was surprised to see the demon's eyes. Serafall's thoughts. Serafall. This demon is the sixth superior moon. Out of your thoughts. Serafall. Damn demon, release Miss Hinetsuru. Daki, angry. Who do you think you're talking to, stupid, how dare you talk to me like that? Thus the demon would attack Serafall, causing her to crash into a house. Serafall. Damn, she's fast, apparently she doesn't just use that sash as a weapon, but with it, she absorbs her victims and devours them, maybe that's why we don't find any bodies. On that. Daki. Are you still alive? Serafall would see that Daki had left. Daki. You're not as weak as I thought. I like your violet eyes, they're very pretty, I think I'll tear them out and eat them, or maybe I'll use them as pretty earrings. Serafall would break a rope from Nezuko's box when taking a step. Serafall's thoughts. Serafall. Damn, the box, luckily it was just a rope, but I won't be able to fight with it on my back. Out of your thoughts. Serafall would lower Nezuko's box by placing it on the roof. Serafall. Sorry Nezuko-chan, one of the strings on your box broke. No matter what happens, don't leave the box, unless it's to save yourself and not die. I promised your brother that I would take care of you. Thus Serafall would launch an attack against Daki, thus beginning a fight in the air, although Serafall found it difficult to contain Daki's attacks or neutralize them. So they both fell to the ground. Daki. I must say it, for someone ugly you are adorable. I'm starting to like you, and you know why? Because you are a rat trying to escape death. Tell me something, what is your name? Serafall. My name is a Serafall sitting on a Leviathan. Lo diga Serafall viendo at Daki seriously. Daki. Serafall, huh? I think you're not as ugly as I thought. Your name suits you perfectly, that body of yours, those violet eyes, you remind me of the Redeed with blue eyes. Serafall. The one who would be ugly would be you. Unlike you, I have someone who loves me, is kind and chivalrous. You, on the other hand, just devour people. Daki. You're wrong about something. I have my dear, he must be waiting for me, and I'm wasting time with you. Tell me, do you think you can beat me? Serafall just kept the same look. Serafall's thoughts. Serafall. In the time I've been in this world, I've learned about the upper moons. I've seen how strong they are and their combat skills, but I'm a Mayu and I'm strong. I can beat them. I'll give the others time to rescue the people and find the passageway, but I have to be careful. If I get out of control, I could do something I'll regret. Out of your thoughts. Serafall. And what is your demon name? Daki. I'm Daki, and tell me, do you really think you can stand up to me, Serafall? Serafall. I don't think so. I know I can. Serafall would begin to spin his magic scepter. Serafall. I, Serafall, will sit on Leviathan. I will be your opponent. From the seraphic scepter where the star was, a steel blade would come out. Serafall. The T-Derator. Seraphim would say it, putting himself in a combat pose. Chapter 4. Let's get attention. Chapter introductory music. Today we present Let's Get Attention. Elsewhere in the red light district. Yuzui would be running across the rooftops until he reached where the Quirimize was. This achievement allows me to see Hinetsuru through a window. Yuzui. Hinetsuru. Minutes later. Yuzui had already released Hinetsuru and would give him a pill. Hinetsuru. I'm so sorry Tenjin. Yuzui. You don't have to apologize. Hinetsuru. I found out that Warabaham is a demon. I wanted to warn you, but I couldn't. I had to drink some poison to be sent here so I could get out, but that demon gave me a sash with which he could observe me and kill me. I'm really sorry I couldn't be of help. Yuzui. Calm down, what matters is that you're okay. Once the antidote takes effect, leave Yoshiwara. That woman would only shed a few tears. Minutes later. Yuzui would be running across the rooftops again. Yuzui. I must find the demon and warn Kamado that this Warabaham is the demon. Using his Yuzui ear he would be able to hear something like that going to the place. Yuzui. It must be here. Yuzui would put his ear to the ground, listening for some loud noises. Yuzui. It must be here, the demon's hiding place. The pillar of sound unsheathed his katanas from his back. Yuzui. Sound breathing first pose roar. The crash would be heard. Issei. What the hell was that? Issei would say it, who saw a cloud of smoke in the distance. Shinra. Perhaps Mr. Yuzui found something. Tanjiro. If so, he might need some help. Issei. Shinra, go and help him, I'll keep looking for Warabaham. Issei. Safe, old man. Tanjiro. Trust me guys, I can do it. They both looked at each other and then nodded. Shinra. Okay, good luck friend. Issei. See you later. So the three of them fist bumped. Then Issei and Shinra leave. Tanjiro. I can't find Warabaham's scent, but I can't find Susamari-chan's scent either. I just hope they are both okay. So Tanjiro would continue on his way. Tanjiro. I must make sure that the two of them are well, then I will take them to safety and continue with my goal of exterminating the demon that torments this district. It is my duty as a hunter. Tanjiro would say it as he continued running and jumping on the rooftops. Meanwhile. Daki. Damn, how annoying they are. Daki would say it who heard the bang. Daki. Came near the Ajimoto house in Itsuru. The angry devil would say it. Daki. How many hunters are coming with you? About 4 maybe. Serafall. Do you think I'll tell you? Daki. Come on Seraph, don't be like that, and like I told you, you won't be able to beat me. Serafall just remained thoughtful. Daki. I don't have time to waste with you, Seraphim, I'd better kill you right away. Besides, I still have to meet up with my beloved, he must be waiting for me, and I'm wasting my time with you, besides, you can't. But it was interrupted. Serafall. I'll repeat it to you once more, I'm not going to lose to you, you filthy bitch. Serafall says this while looking at Daki. That had pissed off Daki. Daki. I was thinking of letting you live, but now you'll see what happens when you mess with me, and your eyes will be my earrings. So both began to fight, exchanging attacks, and even Serafall punched Daki in the face, which made her retreat. Serafall. Toma estu. The Mayu would be about to stick his scepter into Daki's belly. Seeing this, Daki became frightened and quickly made Serafall back off. Daki's thoughts. Daki scared. Shit, that was close, I can't allow her to do something to my belly, otherwise my little one would die and I still have to tell Tanjiro. Out of your thoughts. Serafall would notice how scared Daki was. Serafall. What the hell? Why is she scared? Daki. Damn you, if you try that again I'll kill you. The Daki sash would go toward Serafall, but she was covered with a shield of ice. Serafall. Ice won't always resist the attacks of this ash, but every time I try to cut off his head, I can't see that thread of the gap that Tanjiro mentioned. At that, an attack from Daki made Serafall retreat. Daki. Why don't you just die already? In the shadows. Susumaru would be there watching what was happening. Susumaru. An upper moon, I didn't know there was an upper moon here, although I wonder why Lord Muzin didn't communicate with me anymore. Realizing what Susumaru said, he got scared, but after a few minutes he saw that she was still alive. Susumaru. But what? How am I still alive? I'm supposed to kill myself by saying Lord Muzin's name, I'm getting more and more confused. So Susumaru continued watching what was happening. Daki. You can die forever. Serafall. I won't be defeated, Daki, I'm going to beat you like I told you. Daki, angry. I'm wasting my damn time with you, and I need to find those hunters and your friends, and then meet up with my darling for a nice date. Hearing that left Susumaru confused. Susumaru. So I'm not the only one who has a loved one, since that thing happened with Tanjiro when I met him, the months passed, and now a few days ago I met him, and I did it with him again, haha, I think there's a reason I fell in love with him. The devil would say it, remembering what happened with Tanjiro a long time ago. Flashback. Susumaru and Yaiba created a plan to distract Issei and the others, leaving Tomeo and Yushiro in a bad state. So they separated, and so Nezuko went for Yaiba while Tanjiro went to fight Susumaru. But something happened that changed Susumaru and at the same time Tanjiro too. Well. In one part of the forest the moans of a girl were heard, and they were from Susumaru. Well, it turns out that she thought that the fastest way to kill Tanjiro would be to take away his first time and have him at her mercy, but in the end her plan didn't work, rather she enjoyed it just like Tanjiro, being that time that Tanjiro lost his virginity with the beautiful demon. And well, although I enjoyed it, Susumaru was willing to kill Tanjiro as she had planned, but the sun was about to rise, which scared Susumaru because some rays of sunlight hit him on the body and he fell to the ground. Thoughts of Susumaru. Susumaru scared. Oh no, I got distracted with this guy doing what I didn't realize, this can't be, I'm going to die. Out of your thoughts. But something was on top of her when she saw it was a green jacket and a group of bushes. She saw that Tanjiro had covered her with his green jacket so that the sun wouldn't kill her. Tanjiro. I can't let you die, you were human and deep down I believe you still are. Tanjiro would say it as he finished dressing. Susumaru. But I'm a demon, you still wouldn't let me die. Susumaru would say it, hidden behind some trees that still had shade since the sun had not yet reached there. Tanjiro. At that moment I didn't see you as a demon, I saw you as a girl with a beautiful smile and someone very pretty who didn't deserve to die. Hearing those words made the demon's heart start beating. Tanjiro. I must go. He would grab his katana as he was about to leave. Susumaru. Before you go, I had a great time with you. The demon would say it while blushing when she remembered that she did like doing it with Tanjiro. Susumaru. What is your name? Tanjiro would turn around. Tanjiro. I am Tanjiro Kamado, and you? Susumaru. My name is Susumaru. Tanjiro. Take care of yourself, Susumaru-chan, I hope to see you again and that you are better than you are now. The boy would say it smiling. Seeing that smile made the demon's heart start beating faster as she watched Tanjiro walk away. Susumu. I'm glad I was your first time and that you were mine, Tanjiro. The devil would say it with a smile. They then disappear into the shadows. End of the flashback. Susumu. Yes or yes, I must tell Tanjiro what I feel, and I don't even know if I really want to convince him to be a demon. He must love his humanity, and I must respect it, but… Susumu didn't finish speaking when she remembered that Daki and Serafall could hear her, so she continued watching the fight. Serafall. Stop this nonsense, you're just saying that so you can escape from me. Daki. I'm not a coward, I need to meet my dear, and I must kill the hunters and your friends, and then meet my dear. Serafall. If that's the case, then what is your beloved's name? You probably don't even know. Daki. Do you think I'm stupid? Well, I'll tell you, my beloved's name is Tanjiro Kamado. He's a very cute boy with red eyes and is very handsome. Serafall. Yes, right, wait, what? That's what Serafall shouted in surprise. But she wasn't the only one. Susumu, upon hearing Tanjiro's name, was surprised to see that a higher moon mentioned her beloved. Susumu. Did that bastard just mention my Tanjiro? Daki. Tanjiro is my dear and I will have him for myself, he is the love of my life. Hearing that made Susumu start to clench his fists tightly. How dare that demon say that her man is hers? Serafall's thoughts. Serafall. I think he doesn't know that Tanjiro is a hunter, I think it's better if he finds out on his own, haha. Out of your thoughts. Serafall. Well, you won't meet him because he killed you first to keep that person safe. Serafall would launch an attack. Daki. Weak people like you are weak no matter how hard you try. Serafall. Muri. Before landing her Daki attack, a Tamari ball was thrown, hitting the middle of both of them, creating a large smokescreen. Meanwhile. Ajimoto house. Minutes ago. Inosuke and Tamaki followed in the search for the secret passage. Inosuke. Hahaha, I found it. So with his katanas Inosuke would open part of the floor in a corridor, thus revealing a hole. Tamaki. It must be here. Inosuke tried to get in, but only his head entered the hole. Balsam women looked scared at Tamaki and Inosuke. Tamaki. Idiot, you won't be able to get into that hole. Inosuke. You may be right, but there's nothing that can stop the god Inosuke. Si Inosuke dislocarius su cuerpo. Inosuke. If my head fits, then my body fits too. This is how Inosuke would be able to enter the hole. Tamaki. Sometimes I wish I could do what you do, but I have another way. With her fire claws, Tamaki would begin to dig, making the hole bigger with each step until finally Inosuke and she managed to enter Daki's hiding place. So seeing several humans stuck to the slats. Tamaki. There are too many humans on the slats. Inosuke. And look at this. So Tamaki would see several human skeletons. Tamaki. Saves them to eat them later. Inosuke. That demon is very cruel. So both saw Zenitsu and Rias. Tamaki. How do we free them? Inosuke. Nyla meaner idea. But as in the original story, one of the Daki extensions would begin to attack the two, but both managed to cut the ribbons and free several humans. But the slats were about to grab the humans. Tamaki. Damn it. Inosuke. We're almost there. But then several kunai stuck into the slats. Makio. Looks like they need help with that. Scared some. That belt is an aberration, it's completely terrifying, I'm just waiting for our Yuzui to find out. Yuzui's wives launched an attack. Makio. We'll try to help you, as long as you do what you have to do, Boarhead and Fire Catwoman. Tamaki. And we can know who the hell are you? Inosuke. Who the hell are you? Suma. We are Yuzui's wives, although the truth is that I'm not that good at fighting, so don't get your hopes up. Makio gets annoyed. Suma, this is no time to hesitate. They both started to argue. Inosuke. How the hell do you cut something that isn't even the original body? Tamaki. If we continue like this will never end. On that. Zenitsu. Lightning breathing first stance lightning flash 6 times. Thus Zenitsu would cut the ribbons, freeing several humans, thus falling elegantly. Inosuke. You should always be asleep more than awake. Tamaki. It's really true. Makio. Is that guy a hunter? Why is he dressed like that? I don't understand it either. On that. Rias. Damn Sash, do you have any idea how worried I must have been to my Issei, my sweet fiancé? Everyone saw how Rias used a Durandal sword to free several humans. And just at that moment. Something would destroy the top, so that expanse of Daki among the cloud of smoke would see no one more and no less than Yuzui, Issei and Shinra, so the pillar of the sound of an attack ended up freeing the rest of the imprisoned humans. Makio surprised. Tenjin is you. He just approached his wives and stroked their heads. Yuzui. They did something incredible, just what was expected of my wives. Both of them started to cry especially loudly. Rias. Only. But both are Abrazarian. Issei. You scared me, I thought I would never see you again. Rias. I thought so too, sorry if I worried you. Issei. What matters is that you're okay my Rias. So both would give each other a tender kiss. Shinra. I'm glad nothing happened to you, Tamaki. Tamaki. You know me, love, I'm not someone easy to kill. So they both gave each other a loving kiss. Yuzui. Okay, team attention. So Yuzui would start spinning his swords. Yuzui. The time has come, let's get attention. Chapter 5. Serafall and Nezuko go crazy. Chapter introductory music. Today we present Serafall and Nezuko go crazy. Back with Serafall. In the present. The dust cloud would be disappearing. Serafall. What the hell was that? Aki. That was close, who was the one who attacked us? Serafall. You're not coming with someone. Aki. Obviously not, stupid. On that. Susumaru annoys. Repeat what you said. So the two saw that it was none other than Susumaru. Susumaru annoys. You mentioned that Tanjiro Kamado is the love of your life, your dear. Aki. So what? Do you have a problem? I have someone I love, don't you think so? Serafall. And who are you? Susumaru angry. I don't care if you're a superior moon, get these words in your mind. I am Susumaru. Tanjiro Kamado belongs to me, I was his first time and he is the love of my life. He's mine, not yours, you filthy bitch. That surprised Serafall. But Daki was bothered by Susumaru's words. Daki is upset. A demon like you has no right to say that. Tanjiro Kamado belongs to me, he is my love. Susumaru angry. But I was his first time, he belongs to me body and soul, he doesn't belong to you, damn you. Daki's thoughts. Daki, angry. At least I'm the one expecting Tanjiro's child, you don't expect anything from him. It's not like that, I can feel it, that demon, just like you, carries a child inside her. Daki surprised. What, so that damn girl is expecting Tanjiro's child? Well, it seems so, that demon arrived first before you. Daki gets upset. I don't give a shit, Tanjiro belongs to me. Out of your thoughts. Daki. Maldita Siaz. The Daki extensions gathered around her and in one attack she cut Serafall's throat. Daki. I am Daki, the upper sixth moon. Tanjiro Kamado is mine, a damn demon like you won't take him away from me. Susumaru. Then prove it, bitch. So Susumaru began to throw Tamari balls with his 6 arms, managing to face Daki's sash. The fight between the two caused havoc and Serafall saw that. I also saw that because of the battle between those two, many were lying dead on the ground and the houses were destroyed. Something inside her began to awaken. His eyes began to change. While holding his magic scepter his fingers turned into claws. And he would also grow fangs. Serafall. Malditas. That's what Serafall said afterward. While Daki and Susumaru were fighting, the two heard that roar. Susumaru. And where did that come from? Daki. And that. But his foot was grabbed and when he looked he saw that it was Seraphim who would cut off his leg. Angry Serafall. Beings like you disgusts me, you are just garbage that doesn't care about hurt innocent people, dead people never come back to life, only demons can. Why do you take them away, why do you do it? Suddenly a strange memory came to Daki. Daki was confused seeing that man. Susumaru. Hey, stupid, don't interfere in our business. Don't you see that this damn thing wants to take my man away from me? Daki. He's my man, you unhappy bitch. Serafall would be serious. You guys are just trash. Daki. Susumaru. What did you say? But when they looked at each other they saw the eyes of a seraphim. They were no longer violet, they were blue with a red pupil. The Leviathan's eyes glared at the two of them with hatred. Daki would regenerate his leg. Daki gets annoyed. You've got me sick, Serafall, I've already missed my ride with my Tanjiro and now you're interrupting me by fighting against this damn girl. Susumaru angry. Tanjiro is mine, you filthy bitch. Serafall just stared at both of them. Serafall would be. Very good. In a seraphic burst I would go towards both of them. Susumaru. She's very fast. Daki. Blood technique 8/sash cut. The Daki sash stretched too far, like a cage. Daki. It's over, you're finished, Seraph, I'll cut you and your horrible cane into little pieces. The Leviathan would get into position while running for later. As if it were a tornado, it would cut through the Daki technique. Serafall would be. Tornado claws. Daki surprised. But what? How did he manage to destroy my attack? Susumaru would start throwing Tamari balls and Daki would continue attacking Serafall, but she would destroy and cut off both of their attacks. Susumaru. How demon got stronger? Daki. What the buck am I going to know? Serafall would approach them ready to pierce their stomachs. Scared Daki. Susumaru. That is not happening to you. So both of them jumped away. Meanwhile. Tanjiro continued searching for Warabaham. Tanjiro. Damn, her scent keeps disappearing and I can't find Susumaru either. But as he walked a little Tanjiro smelled a smell of. Tanjiro. Is that smell like fire and gunpowder? On that. An explosion would occur which sent Tanjiro flying and crashing into some houses. But Issei and the others. Issei. Did anyone hear that? Tamaki. Well, it sounded like an explosion. Shinra. It doesn't matter for now, the important thing is where did the remains of the sash go? Issei. Not the slightest idea. Rias. Even so, this gives me a bad feeling. Tamaki. By the way, where the hell are Seraphim and Tanjiro, they haven't even appeared yet. Issei. Well, Tanjiro went to look for the love of his life. Rias. The love of his life. Tamaki. I'm already lost and who is that? Shinra. The highest ranking courtesan in the Kaigoku Warabaham house. Yuzui surprised. Wait, they let Kamado go to find that woman. Issei. Well yes, and what does it have? Shinra. The demon may have already got her. Yuzui. They're both stupid, in the end that woman is the devil who trapped these people and you let Kamado go look for her. That left the boys' mouths open. Issei. Shinra scared. We let Tanjiro go into the wolf's mouth, damn it. Rias. I already said that Warabaham could be a demon. Tamaki. Don't buck with me, Tanjiro is crazy, how could he do that to a demon? The gem of Dreg seemed to appear in Issei's hand. Dreg. And I can officially say that Tanjiro lost his virginity to a demon and possibly fell in love with her. Yuzui. Who cares about that anymore, talking hand. Don't you see that? Wait, what did you say? Yuzui would say it with a curious face. Dreg. Maybe the demon fell in love with Tanjiro, maybe she can give us more information about Muzan and the boss won't order her to be killed and for her to join us. Yuzui. That doesn't sound like a bad idea for being a dragon inside a human. You have a good brain and you sound extravagant. Dreg. Right. Dreg. That's right, also the Gremory can use evil pieces to turn her into a demon like her so she can be under the sun since she's not like Nezuko that the evil pieces wouldn't work. Yuzui. Can you do that? Yuzui would say it seeing Rias. Rias. It could work, I just need to see if I have any evil pieces in my pocket or in a magic circle or create my evil pieces using chess pieces. Issei. Tremendous idea of yours, Dreg. Dreg. What can I say like Yuzui, I am someone extravagant. Yuzui. I agree with that. On that. Angry Inosuke. Hey you, that worm managed to escape through that hole. Angry Yuzui. Shut up. Save everyone in here, it doesn't even matter if I escape anymore. You should be on your kneel, praise me, we'll take care of the rest later. Worried Makio. I don't want to interrupt, but if you don't go after her, there'll be a massacre very soon. Scared some. Don't worry about us and go before it's too late. Yuzui would get the boys out of the hole he made. Yuzui. You heard them, we have a mission. So everyone started running, but Yuzui was faster. Shinra. Your mother couldn't go a little slower. Yuzui. We don't have time, hurry up. Inosuke. That guy is very fast. Tamaki. Yes, that's true. Rias. And what about Tanjiro? Issei. We'll look for him later, he'll probably find Warabaham. If we find him, we'll find the demon and exterminate him or we'll use Dreg's idea. Dreg. You better hurry up because Yuzui is leaving you behind. So the boys would keep running as fast as they could. Back with Serafall. The Leviathan caught up with Daki and Susumaru on one of the rooftops. Daki. Damn, how the hell do you manage to do this? Susumaru. She behaves like a demon. Daki. Disappear, damn you. Asi Daki Comanzaria attack a Serafall Piro Serafall la Iba Cortado el Quello, a Daki Piro, su Quello irreflexible. Serafall would be serious. So your neck is flexible, huh? Well, it's time to test how strong you are. Daki retrocederia. Susumaru. Don't keep interrupting. Asi Susumaru Lanzaria Pelotas Tamari mientras Daki Valvia attack a Serafall con su Faja. The Leviathan, even with the same gaze, only blocked Daki's attacks and destroyed the Tamari with its own claws. Serafall's thoughts. Serafall would be. He divided his body into parts, his neck is flexible, but that doesn't mean he's invincible, my claws managed to cut these stupid balls, so I know how to defeat Daki. Out of your thoughts. Serafall had sent Daki's attacks to the right. Daki? What? I diverted my attack somewhere else. Serafall would drive the steel tip of his scepter in, managing to retain the Daki sash, even if she tried to pull it off. Daki? Don't think that with it you'll cut her off, Serafall, once you get tired I'll kill you. Susumaru. Better yet I'll finally be able to destroy you. The demon would throw her Tamari balls, but Seraph made a great leap, so with her scepter and her claws, she would cut Daki's sash and Susumaru's Tamari balls being in front of them. Serafall would say. Time's up. Before his claws could even cut through their necks, Susumu punched Serafall in the back of the head, sending her crashing into the ceiling. When they looked they saw that Seraphim was unconscious. Daki. You finally stopped bothering me, stupid. At that, Susumu jumped away from Daki. Susumu angry. Now yes damn, I will finish you off and then Tanjiro will be only mine besides I am expecting a child from him. Daki surprised. Wait did you realize? Lo diga Daki vingendo a Susumu. Susumu angry. Of course stupid, I'm a demon I can realize that and with this I prove to you that Tanjiro is only mine. Daki. Well, news for you, Tanjiro is mine and I'm also expecting a baby from him. Susumu surprised. What? Daki. He knows me by my name that I use when I pretend to be a human, where Abraham he made me his, and proof of that is that I am expecting a child from him. Susumu angry. Well I was his first time, he made me his and I made him mine, and a few days ago I met him here again and I did it again with him Tanjiro is mine, and if you don't understand I'll kill you. Daki. I find fights between demons stupid, but I'll make an exception with you, and I'll cut off your head, so that Tanjiro will be only mine. But before she could finish speaking, she received a strong blow to the head that sent her crashing into Susumu. The person responsible was Nezuko, who was quite pissed off. Susumu. You again. Daki, annoyed. You must be the traitor that Lord Muzin told me about. I'll kill you here and now for interrupting my fight with this boar. Susumu angry. You're the boar who wants to take away my man and the father of my baby. Angry Daki. He's mine and he's also my little one's father. Nezuko would launch an attack, but as in the original story, Daki would leave her under rubble. Daki. As I said, fights between demons are silly, but I'll make an exception with you, unlike Susumu, I'll absorb you and leave you under the sun. Susumu. Ha and you say that Tanjiro is yours when you want to kill his sister. Before saying anything. Nezuko would emerge from the rubble and regenerate her arm and grow into a new form, in addition to not having the bamboo in her mouth. Susumu surprised. Since when do you do that? Daki surprised. So you know her? Susumu. I fought against her and separated her from her brother, along with my partner in the forest, which by the way was where I marked my Tanjiro as mine, and he marked me as his. Daki. I don't give a buck what you say Tanjiro is just me. But Nezuko would launch an attack. Daki, annoyed. Don't interrupt, stupid. Thus, Daki's ash would cut off Nezuko's right leg and right arm, but she regenerated her limbs quickly. With one blow he made Susumu crash into a house, causing him to become unconscious. Then Daki would kick her against the ground and her foot would go through the demon's chest. Daki's thoughts. Daki. It didn't pierce my belly rather it pierced my chest my little one I must keep safe, but how the hell did this damn thing and Serafall get this strength? Out of your thoughts. In Nezuko's eyes it was clear that she was willing to kill Daki. She definitely lost control. Chapter 6. Surprises and Revelations. Chapter Introductory Music. Today we present Surprises and Revelations. On the roof. Serafall on Sekiryuutei. Until he opened his eyes which were still blue with a red pupil. Serafall annoyed. Those damn they left me unconscious those bitches won't escape me, I'm the male Leviathan nothing can escape me, you unhappy bitches won't escape me. From Seraphim's back, dragon wings would emerge, while horns would emerge from his forehead and his claws would become sharper and finally, his feet would have scales and his nails would also become claws. This way it would let out a roar. As in the original story, Nezuko would be torturing Daki, with the difference that Daki would keep her belly protected at all costs. Susumu would wake up seeing how Daki was being hurt by Nezuko's blood technique. Susumu. How can she do that? The last time I saw her she couldn't do that and with just her kicks she probably defeated Yaiba months ago Daki is pregnant like me, I'll make that exception, and the. But she was slammed against the ground because Serafall had stamped her against the ground. Susumu. What the hell? Serafall, like Nezuko, had lost control of her appearance and behavior now, she was like a dragon in all her splendor. Nezuko and Seraph began to hit Daki and Susumu and after a few kicks sent them flying. They then appear in front of them, giving them some powerful kicks. Daki surprised. These damn things. Susumu surprised. They are beating us up. So the two crashed into several houses until they hit a house where there were still people. Meanwhile. Tanjiro. What was that? Tanjiro would say it, walking with some difficulty, because the explosion did hurt him and he even had a deep wound. Tanjiro. There was a loud bang, wait, I smell something it's Nezuko's smell what's going on? Tanjiro would start running in the direction of the sound and smell. On the other side of a magic circle would come out Rias. Rias. I don't think I could transport the boys. The Redeed felt a strong presence. Rias. Wait, is that it? Serafall, and why did Nezuko and her presence change? I have to go see. So Rias would take out his demon wings and begin to fly in the direction of the place. Back with Serafall and Nezuko. Both would be at the front of the house entering, but the woman was bleeding from her arm, which started to make them both hungry. They launched themselves into the attack while screaming. But they were stopped by Tanjiro and Rias, who blocked both of their mouths to make them calm down. Tanjiro. Nezuko, stop, forgive me, I shouldn't have left you alone with Seraph if I had known she would be the same. Rias. React Seraphim, you're not like that, you're losing control, if you continue like this, you'll return to your true form. On that. Aki would emerge from the shadows with burns. Aki. Congratulations, you can use blood techniques now. I can't regenerate because of you, but now you will die. The demon would be about to attack. But seeing Tanjiro's face, she was surprised. And now what happens to you? The voice inside Daki would say it. Daki surprised. Dear. Hearing Daki's voice made Tanjiro surprised since he recognized her. Tanjiro surprised. Warabaham. Is that you? Rias. The woman you were with is her, she is the demon who caught people. On that. Susumaru would come out of a wall. Susumaru. That was intense, it would have killed me. Tanjiro. Susumaru. The demon would see Tanjiro, which made her happy. Susumaru happy. Tanjiro, you are here. Rias surprised. What the hell, Susumaru? How is it possible that you're alive? Tanjiro killed you, it's not possible that you're alive. Susumaru. Well, I'm alive and well, and my dear is here. Rias surprised. Dear. Tanjiro, you better give an explanation now. Tanjiro. There is no time, we have to. Daki, annoyed. I already told you that Tanjiro is mine. The Daki sash would extend ready to attack. But in that. Yuzui would appear cutting her. Yuzui. Is she Nezuko Kamado? What a strange transformation, and the same goes for Seraphim. Tanjiro Rias. Mr. Yuzui. This one would make an annoyed face. Yuzui annoyed. But you gave a whole sermon to Boss Kamado, no one said he could transform like that. Tanjiro, nervous. I didn't even know. Daki. Are you a pillar? You made it easy for me to find you. Yuzui. Did I ask you? Go away, you're not a superior moon, you're too weak to be one, you're not the one I've been looking for, go away. Daki, annoyed. Better get out of my way, don't you see that I want to get closer so I can hug my dear Tanjiro and give him my. But Daki fell to her knees as her head fell onto her legs. Meanwhile. It washes away with joy. Maldita sea. Shinra. We lost Yuzui curse. Tamaki, annoyed. That god of festivals left us behind. Inosuke. Is that extravagance? Issei. Rias left in a magic circle and didn't even take us. Zenitsu, using his hearing, managed to hear something, so he started running. Shinra. Zenitsu incontro algo. Tamaki. That's the way to do it, Zenitsu. Inosuke. Go to sleep. So the boys followed Zenitsu. Back with Rias and Tanjiro. Everyone watched as Daki's head was cut off. Susumaru, but. That. Rias. I cut his head off in one single time. Tanjiro. Warabaham. Tanjiro would say it, seeing the demon. Yuzui. Listen, this battle is not over, first you must calm Serafall and your sister Kamado. Rias. And how the hell do you want us to do that if they don't listen to us? Yuzui. Tell them a story or sing them a song. Nezuko and Seraph propelled themselves out of the house with their legs, while Tanjiro and Rias held them back. Rias. It's useless, Serafall can't hear me. Tanjiro. Nezuko doesn't listen to me either, I wonder how long she fought for this to happen. While holding the two, they remembered Yuzui's words. Rias would begin to sing to Seraph a song that she once sang to Seraph called Everything is Alright. Listening to Rias, Serafall began to remember something. Now he was on Sona's lap. Sona. Wani-chan. The Leviathan began to have a memory. Flashback. Serafall. Damn, I'm tired, even if I finish my paperwork today I still can't sleep. Seraph would say it while he was at his desk. But in that. Sona. You need to rest for today, Wani-sama. I would say it if Sona appeared in the room. Serafall. I would like to Sutan, but I can't sleep, every time I try I can't close my eyes. Sona. And that's why I know the method. So Sona would approach a piano that Serafall had, bringing it a little closer. Sona. A song might help you sleep. Serafall. Hey, I'm not a little girl. Seraph would say it with a pout on his face. Sona. That's what I was telling you, and yet you always sang me that song, Remember Me, and if I remember correctly, Mom sang you a song called 8,000 Memories. Besides, you behave like a child sometimes. Serafall. How bad you are, Sutan. Serafall would say it even with the stew. Sona. Okay, the point is, it's my turn to try, so Wani-chan, lie down, get comfortable and snuggle up. Serafall would do what Sona said. Serafall. You act like you're the older sister. Sona. Well, even though I'm the youngest, sometimes I have to behave like an older sister like you. Serafall. And now what? Sona. And now listen. I would say it later. When the song ended, Sona would see that Serafall had fallen asleep with a smile on her face. Sona would only approach by covering Serafall with a blanket. Sona. Rest, I love you Oni-chan. So Sona would kiss Serafall on the forehead and then go to bed with her. So the two sisters fell asleep while smiling. End of the flashback. While that was happening with Nezuko, Tanjiro would also sing to her so Nezuko would remember her mother. Author's note. If you ask me, one of the most beautiful moments in Kimetsu no Yaiba, as the Spencer meme would say. Oh, what a beautiful song. End of note. Remembering their precious people, tears began to flow from Nezuko and Seraph's eyes for later. Both of them start crying loudly. Rias sorprendida. Seraph. Tanjiro. Nezuko. Both would be crying inconsolably. Serafall crying. I'm sorry, forgive me Su-tan. As she cried, Serafall's horns disappeared, as did her wings and fangs, her fingers returned to normal, as did her feet, and finally her eyes. Nezuko slowly shrank, until they both fell, Nezuko now being little fell asleep on Tanjiro's lap, and Seraphim fell to the ground fainting. Tanjiro. It worked. Rias. We did it. Both of them were just relieved. Tanjiro. I did it, Mom, I was able to calm her down. Rias. I did it Sona, I could have calmed her down just like you would have. At that Tanjiro remembered something. Tanjiro. El Señor Yuzui, were Abraham y Susumaru Rias teen cargo and Nezuko Ira Verlos. Rias. Hey, you still owe me an explanation regarding Susumaru. Tanjiro. I'll explain it to everyone, I promise. Tanjiro would say it when entering the house. Rias. Did he let Susumaru live that time? On that. Serafall would wake up, although in pain. Serafall. Oh my head, what happened? Rias. Are you okay Serafall? Serafall. More or less, my head hurts, and the last thing I remember is that I was fighting with Daki and a ball-throwing demon appeared and they were both shouting that Tanjiro is mine and all that. Looking at himself, Serafall noticed that part of his clothes were torn, especially his back, gloves and feet, and the rest of his suit had scratches. Serafall. Why is my outfit like this? I look like a werewolf. Rias. I would say more like the female Leviathan since you lost control, but I was able to prevent you from turning into your true form. That scared Serafall. Scared Serafall. I didn't hurt anyone, right? Rias. No, you just beat up that Daki who if I'm not mistaken is the devil from high above, right? Serafall. Yes, and by the way, Rias-chan, where were you? And what happened to Nezuko-chan? The Mayu would say it seeing Nezuko. Rias. Long story, mine and the other, in short, Nezuko lost control just like you. Meanwhile inside the house. Daki gets annoyed. Hey, where do you think you're going? You can't just leave me like that and walk away like nothing happened. What makes you think I'm not a crescent moon? Yuzui. Why did I cut off your head? You're too weak. I cut off your head, not your brain. Daki, annoyed. I haven't lost yet, ignorant idiot, I am a crescent moon. While they were arguing, Tanjiro watched everything along with Susumaru. Tanjiro. I think luckily she's still alive for some reason. Susumaru. And were you really with her? The devil would say it, a little annoyed. Nervous Tanjiro. It wasn't my intention, I got drunk and all that happened, with you I didn't even have to be drunk. Susumaru. Whatever besides I think we wasted our time fighting each other, I think Daki is right fights between demons are pointless. But in that. Daki would be crying because of everything Yuzui said to her and for calling her weak. Until. Daki crying. I hate you all, I cut off my head in front of my love, that was so rude little brother. Susumaru. That high. Something started to come out of Daki's body, Yuzui went to cut off his head, but in one movement that guy had disappeared. Come on, don't cry, everything will be okay, you weren't hurt and everything is still fine inside you have a burn you have to be careful, little sister, you're the prettiest of all. Susumaru would be protecting Tanjiro by hugging him with his 6 arms. Susumaru. Where the hell did that guy come from? Is he the 6th crescent moon like Daki? Tanjiro. I don't know but her smell made my throat hurt. Began Yuzui launched himself against the other demon, but with a quick movement he cut Yuzui. You are incredible, you really look strong and muscular, you don't have any marks on your body, and you have a perfect face, I'm envious. That demon would say it while scratching himself with his own nails. Daki. Little brother, kill them all, except those 2. Lo diga Daki apuntando a Tanjiro y Susumaru. Daki. The rest have been ruining my night. I couldn't go out with my loved one because of a damn dragon demon and they discovered my hiding place. I had everything under control as always and they ruined everything. I see, my little sister does her best despite her limited intelligence. Those who bother my sister must pay. I am Gyutaro, and I will have no mercy. That demon threw his knives, but Yuzui dodged them, and those knives would be spinning in the air. Serafall. What the hell is that? Rias. They look like rotating knives. On that. Tamaki. Let's fight the damn worm. Inosuke. A brand paso is su senor. Issei. The reinforcements have arrived. So Issei and the others would stop. Serafall. And why is Initsu asleep? Tamaki. That doesn't matter. Rias. You have to go help Mr. Yuzui and Tanjiro quickly. Issei. Tanjiro siesta kwai. Rias. Yes, and also Susumaru is alive. Issei Shinra. Kuiei. Tamaki. How is that demon alive? Didn't Tanjiro kill her? Rias. She will explain later but first go and help Tanjiro and Mr. Yuzui. Inosuke. Don't worry boss, Inosuke Hashibira will take care of it extravagantly. Serafall. Okay, we'll get Nezuko to safety, it won't be long. Inosuke. You have my permission. Rias. Thank you. Back with Yuzui and Tanjiro. The latter was still being protected by Susumaru while they watched what was happening. Gyutaro. These people are hoping you'll save them after all, you protected them from my knives. Yuzui. To be honest, my duty as a pillar is to protect them just as I would protect my 3 wives. What Yuzui said made Gyutaro even angrier. Angry Gyutaro. Did you just say you have 3 wives? That's unforgivable. Gyutaro's blades were covered in blood for later. Gyutaro. Blood technique splattering sickles. The blood blades would go towards Yuzui using some bombs, managed to repel them, and falling to the first floor while the 2 people left the house. But the explosion caused Tanjiro and Susumaru to fall down the stairs. Then Yuzui threw other bombs, destroying part of the house. On that. Shinra. The one you were crying for has arrived. Asi de unhoyo saldrine Issei, Shinra, Tamaki, Inosuke wise Initsu. Inosuke. The great Inosuke Hashibira and the sleepy guy and his comrades. Aki and Gyutaro had emerged from the rubble. Gyutaro. It doesn't matter if you bring reinforcements, you won't be able to beat us. Rias and Seraph would arrive and bring Nezuko's box. Issei. Okay, team, time to attack. Everyone was ready to fight but. Tanjiro. Hi. Tanjiro would come out holding his katana with one hand that would be bandaged and the other hand would grab Susumaru. Serafall. That's the ball demon that Aki was fighting and saying that Tanjiro is hers since it was her first time. Issei Shinra Rias Tamaki. What the hell? Aki would approach Tanjiro. Aki. Dear, are you really a hunter? Tanjiro. Yes, I'm sorry, but I didn't know you were a demon. Aki would grab Tanjiro's hand and place it on her belly. She would be shedding tears upon seeing that she not only fell in love with a human, but that he was a hunter. Tanjiro would smell her scent so he would hug her lovingly. Rias. What the hell are you doing, Tanjiro? She can kill you. Inosuke. Stay away from the worm, Manjiro. Tanjiro. I'm sorry, I can't do it, she's pregnant. All. What? Serafall. Oh yes, I remember, I heard that this Susumaru is also pregnant and with Tanjiro as a daki. That literally blew the kid's brains out. Rias. You got Susumaru pregnant. Tamaki. Already a higher moon. Issei. I'm already lost, Tanjiro, we kindly ask you to give us an explanation of how the hell Susumaru is not dead and why she is pregnant with you. Tanjiro. Well, when Nezuko and I split up to confront Susumaru and his partner in the forest, one thing led to another and. Susumaru. I made Tanjiro mine in that forest and he made me his. Lo would say Susumaru abrazando at Tanjiro. Susumaru. And he also saved me from dying. Issei. And why didn't you tell us? Tanjiro. I didn't want it to be known, besides I thought I would die if I told. Shinra. Well, don't be so exaggerated with the thing about saving Susumaru because you have a noble heart, you can't be judged. Rias. And with the second, let me guess, she started it right. Tanjiro just nodded. Greg. It was to be expected, I didn't buy that story about losing my virginity with the 6th superior moon. Issei. And why didn't you say it? Greg. I wanted them to find out. Susumaru. And well, I met Tanjiro again here and well, I did it with him and ended up pregnant with him. Inosuke. I don't understand anything. Shinra. Just listen, man. Tamaki. Well, you'll have to keep it hidden, especially from the idiot Tsunemi, and that guy was willing to kill Nezuko at the meeting of the pillars. But in that. Gyutaro stood in front of Tanjiro, scaring everyone. Inosuke. Resist the temptation to save yourself. But he was stopped by Yuzui. Yuzui. Don't do anything stupid. Tanjiro and Gyutaro would be looking into each other's eyes. Gyutaro. So you're the boy my sister fell in love with. Tanjiro. Yes, that's right. They both just stared. Chapter 7. Diodora and Slice the New Crescent Moon. Chapter Introductory Music. Today we present Diodora and Slice the New Crescent Moon. Both Tanjiro and Gyutaro continued to look at each other seriously. Gyutaro. Tell me, do you really think you're going to take care of my sister? Tanjiro. Yes, she may be a demon, but she is very cute. Hearing that, Daki would blush and Susanoo would get jealous. Gyutaro. Even if this demon is also here, you will take care of my sister. Tanjiro. Yeah, I'll take care of Susanoo and Daki, they're both special to me, I love them. Hearing that made Daki and Susanoo smile since Tanjiro felt the same way they did for him. Tanjiro. I'll take care of them no matter what, I'll take them to a safe place with Tomeo. Gyutaro would just scratch his head. Gyutaro. Hahaha, I like you boy, or should I say son-in-law. Issei. It's weird for him to say that. Shinra. Don't talk old man or we'll die. Gyutaro. I didn't think a hunter like you would make my sister fall in love with you, despite having this scar you achieved the impossible. Tanjiro. So you won't do anything to us? Gyutaro would just scratch his head. Gyutaro. The truth is I don't even feel like it anymore, if you're here, if I kill you my sister will try to kill me so. Gyutaro would pierce Daki's chest, surprising everyone, but they saw that the wound regenerated. Daki. What did you do to me? Gyutaro. Calm down, I only destroyed our connection, so now you can die if they cut off your head, you must go with the traitor, and that way I will remove the Kibutsuji curse, I hope and you are happy. Daki. So you're leaving? Rias. I actually know a way to help Daki. Tamaki. Do you say you have? Rias. I have 2 evil pieces. You would say it if you showed 2 chess pieces, a rook and a pawn. Susanoo. And that's for what? Rias. I will turn you into demons like me, and then you will no longer be from Kibutsuji, and you will be able to be under the sun. Daki surprised. Is that possible? Rias. There's only one way to find out, although I only have 2 evil pieces. Happy Daki. You heard dear, we can be together. Daki would say it while hugging Tanjiro. Happy Susanoo. Even though I have to share you with Daki, I'm very happy to be by your side. Susanoo would say it, joining in the hug. Yuzui. I think it was not necessary to fight. Inosuke. What a scam, and it's pathetic. Shinra. Hakuna Matata Inosuke, be thankful we're still alive. Greg. Come at the end, my idea if it worked. Gyutaro just looked at everyone, he was about to leave but he felt something and saw a silhouette above in the shadows. Gyutaro. Careful. At that moment everyone saw Gyutaro and above them a green magic circle would appear. Issei. What the buck? Rias. Damn it. Rias would create several magic circles in that. An explosion had shaken the place. After the smoke dissipated, everyone would be protected by magic circles. Rias. Is everyone okay? Tanjiro. If we're still alive. Tanjiro would say it while putting Nezuko's box on his back. Shinra. What the hell was that? Tamaki. No idea, but it looked like that. Issei. A magic attack. Yuzui. Magical. Like the ones you and Rias make. Issei. Yes, that's right. The magic circles disappeared just like that. I recognize the plagues are interesting, how long Hyodo. Everyone looked up to see a green-haired boy, and that was him. Rias surprised. It's not possible. Serafall. That's not the one. Issei seriously. Diodora asterisk. That boy just kept his eyes closed and smiled too. Diodora. You guessed it, Hyodo, it's good to see you still remember me. Inosuke. And who the hell does this idiot think he is? Tanjiro. Wait a minute, I remember seeing him in your memories. Issei, he's not that demon who tried to take Asia away from you by force. Serious Issei. The same bastard. Shinra. And how is it that you're here? And besides, we saw him die in your memories, Issei. How is it possible that he's alive? Diodora. Answering your question, my superior revived me and gave me more power to take him to Hyodo and exterminate the Gremory. Diodora would say it, opening her eyes. Everyone was amazed to see that Diodora's other eye had the number 6. Gyutaro. He has number 6 like me and my sister, how is that possible? Issei. Did Akeno do that to you, Diodora? Diodora. Not exactly, I made a deal with that Musen, and so he made me a higher moon, the 6 to be more specific, and also my partner. At that moment, several knives were thrown at the boys, but luckily they didn't hit them. Nice to meet you, it will be good to know what it feels like to devour humans. Diodora. I present to you my partner Slice. So everyone seeing that woman. Which had the number 6 in one of its eyes. Daki surprised. So Musen gave our position to these two, and now they are the new upper 6th. Susanoo. This is getting more and more terrifying. Inosuke. Ha, if they are demons then we can eliminate them. Yuzui. I must admit, those two made an extravagant entrance, but even so we can beat them, and even more so because I know what their weak point is. Both Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro saw Yuzui. Yuzui. We must cut off their heads at the same time. The three of them saw Yuzui's determination, something that reminded them of Ringoku. Yuzui. That's why Gyutaro mentioned that he broke the connection with his sister. If they were decapitated at the same time, they would both die, so since this Diodora and that Slice are the new upper sixth, it's more than obvious that they have the same weak point. Haha, this will be easier than I thought. Diodora surprised. How could a mere human realize it? Gyutaro. These bastards tried to kill my little sister, I'll make an exception and join you to help you. Tamaki. Well, that's unexpected. Slice. Even if you've discovered it, they won't be able to defeat us. Yuzui. In case you didn't notice, there are more of us than you. Rias. It is true we have the numerical advantage. Issei. So we can win. Diodora. I wouldn't be sure of that we didn't come alone. On that. The roof of the house was opened. And from there appeared an army of demons from the Gremory house and an army of fallen angels. Fallen angel. Hyodo Issei and Rias Gremory. The angels would hold their weapons. Demon. By order of the underworld and Miss Akeno Himejima, the two are arrested for the crime of treason and murder. Both Issei and Rias saw that those demons and those fallen angels had red eyes. Rias. They are being controlled by Akeno. Issei. She's determined to kill you. Rias, you have to go. You and Sarah-chan take Daki and Susumaru. Rias. But, Issei. Issei. Trust me, we'll take care of this. Issei would say it with a smile. Rias. Okay, just take care of yourself. So you would laugh and the girls would leave. Slice. Oh no, you're not leaving, I won't fail Mrs. Akeno. On that. She was sent flying into the sky because Zenitsu attacked her. Slice. Stupid little blonde, who do you think you are? Zenitsu. I won't allow you to fulfill the objective of that Akeno. I saw in Issei's memories how she was crazy and determined to kill Rias for Issei. Rias' life is more important than his own, and I can't allow them to kill a friend. Zenitsu would say it even if he was asleep. Slice. Presumptuous imbecile. While below. Gyutaro and Yuzui were facing Diodora, and besides Diodora using his magic circles, he also used his own knives that he created. Gyutaro, annoyed. You are a damn copy woman. Diodora. And now you realize. While Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro fought with various demons and fallen angels. Shinra. Are you sure you can still fight, Tanjiro? Tanjiro. I can do it, I will. Afterwards, Tanjiro would cover Yuzui from an attack of bloody sickles from Diodora. Yuzui. Uses the same skills as the other. Diodora. I think I'll get more out of your abilities, Gyutaro. Besides, this pillar is already poisoned. Issei surprised. What a thing. Greg. Partner, let's finish this quickly, we'll find a way to save Yuzui. Issei. Then let's get serious. So Issei had activated his balance breaker. Shinra. Let's do it then. More fire would come out of Shinra's feet as he got into position. Tanjiro. Charge. Meanwhile. Rias and the girls continued on their way, but they were surrounded by a group of demons and fallen. Serafall. Looks like we'll have to fight again. Rias. Yes, but before. Rias would put a shield on her belly and do the same with Susumaru and Daki. Rias. We'll keep her baby safe. Daki. And why did you wear it? Rias. It's a surprise for my Issei. Serafall excited. Oh, now I know what it is and I feel happy for you, Rias-chan. Susumaru. Let's leave the excitement for later, there's work to be done. Asi Susumaru Sicarius Saseis Brazos, Daki Sicarius Su Faja Mortal, Rias Invicaria Durandal y Serafall Sicarius Su Cetro Magico. Rias. Good, let's go. So the four launched into the attack. Back with Issei and the others. Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro managed to kill several demons and fallen. Tanjiro. We're getting there guys, we just have to keep going. Issei. Even if we kill some, more keep appearing. Lo would say Issei lands Ando Dragon shoots. Shinra. Let's just hope Makio and Suma manage to evacuate everyone in the red light district. But in that. Something would come down from the ceiling at maximum speed. Tanjiro would cover himself with his katana, while Issei and Shinra held back what almost pierced them. Issei. What the hell is this? Shinra. It comes from above, perhaps they are like tentacles, but made of glass and sharp. Tanjiro. It's like glass hair, these attacks remind me of Daki. Explosions were heard due to the battle of Yuzui and Gyutaro against Diodora. While that was happening. Tamaki. Seriously? Why did this one have to be just like Daki? Tamaki would say it while cutting and dodging Slice's hair attacks. Slice. You won't be able to get close to me even if you try, surrender and I won't kill you. Slice would say it while also throwing blades and also having a third eye. Inosuke. The great Inosuke will not be defeated by a damn glass worm. So the two would continue fighting against Slice with the help of Zenitsu. While Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro managed to save themselves from Slice's hair. Gyutaro, annoyed. Why don't you die, stupid copy? Gyutaro would say it by throwing more blood sickles, but Diodora destroyed them with her magic circles. Diodora. I am superior to you, I am a high-class demon while you are nothing. Diodora would say it attacking Gyutaro and Yuzui. Yuzui. Sound breathing fifth posture. The sound pillar would spin its swords at maximum speed, destroying some of Diodora's blood sickles. Yuzui. Rattle of strings. So the three left the building continuing their battle. At the same time Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro continued fighting against the demons and the fallen and dodging and blocking the attacks of Slice's hair. Hiro en untahado hinitsuru sub iria para despu saker un arma asi lanzando onijamber de kunes. Diodora. That Matito is desperate and stupid at the same time. Some kunes were embedded in some of the demons and the fallen because Shinra took advantage of that with a fire kick he blew their heads off in one go. While Diodora used magic circles and his knives to deflect the kunes. Inotsuru surprised. I created a barrier with her attacks. Yuzui would have some kunai stuck in him, but taking advantage of a distraction he would stick a kunai in Diodora's neck and then he and Gyutaro would cut off his legs. Diodora's thoughts. Diodora. I can't regenerate my legs. Do these kunais have something called wisteria? Out of your thoughts. At maximum speed Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro appeared in front ready to cut Diodora's neck. Diodora's thoughts. Diodora. Not so fast Hyodo, neither you nor your friends will be able to cut my throat, don't think it's easy. Out of your thoughts. Inotsuru. They can do it. Gyutaro. Finish this bastard off. The three would be approaching Diodora's neck later. Issei Shinra Tanjiro. Diodoraya. Chapter 8. After defeating a superior moon. Chapter introductory music. Today we present. After defeating a superior moon. Inotsuru would have a memory of the past, the time she and the others had a small lunch after visiting the Tenjin family grave. Inotsuru. You can do it, Tenjin. Yuzui, Gyutaro, Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro were about to kill Diodora by cutting his neck. Issei Shinra Tanjiro. Diodoraya. Yuzui Gyutaro. Die now. Diodora would just smile and then regenerate his legs. Issei. What the buck? Yuzui's thoughts. Yuzui. I regenerate his legs, it can't be, I neutralize the poison. Out of your thoughts. Diodora. I admit that using poison was a good strategy on your part, but I remind you that before being the new Upper Moon 6, I was a different demon. Shinra. You're not going to get away with this. Diodora. It's my turn. Some blood began to flow from Diodora's arms. Gyutaro. Don't tell me what it is. Several magic circles appeared. Diodora. Magic blood technique, spiral of death knives, splattering sickles of magic. The spirals of blood managed to touch Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro, but Yuzui and Gyutaro sent them far away. Diodora. You're not going to get away from me, Hyodo. Other magic circles appeared. Issei. Crap. Thus several magical attacks hit Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro, knocking them to the ground, and Issei would lose the balance breaker. Gyutaro. Damn you Astaroth. On that. Yuzui. Sound breathing fourth stance Abichi's death sentence. Asi Yuzui repelling Diodora's attacks as well as Gyutaro, who used his spiral of knives. But in that. Slice's hair would go towards both of them, but several kunes repelled the hair. Yuzui. Hinitsuru. Hinitsuru. Tenjin, you have to find that demon quickly, I'll try to repel the surprise attacks. Gyutaro. That's suicide, these two are not like me and my sister. Yuzui. Are you sure about this? Hinitsuru. Yes, don't worry about me, you have to eliminate that guy raw. But in the blink of an eye. Diodora would have grabbed Hinitsuru by the mouth. Yuzui worried. Hinitsuru. Yuzui was about to be trapped by Slice's hair but was saved by Gyutaro. Gyutaro. Save your wife, I'll buy you time piler. Yuzui annoyed. Let her go, you unhappy guy. Yuzui would try to go help Hinitsuru, but more of Slice's hair prevented him. Diodora. You are brave, I admit it, and I must say that you are beautiful, not as much as my Asia, but even so you are. I think that after I finish with everyone you will be mine along with Asia-chan, and there will be no one who will be me. On that. Tanjiro, combining the dance of the fire god and water breathing, had managed to save Hinitsuru by cutting off Diodora's hands, and then he was beaten by Issei and Shinra. Diodora. Damn them. Shinra. Are you okay, Miss Hinitsuru? Hinitsuru. Yes, I'm fine. Issei. Good idea of yours, Tanjiro, to combine the breaths. Tanjiro. You are. The three of them launched an attack. Yuzui. Young people, you did a good job. Ghidorah. Let's get this over with. Yuzui and Tanjiro would be about to cut Ghidorah's throat. But he blocked both of their swords with his knives, while the last demons left in the area grabbed Issei, Shinra, Tanjiro and Ghidorah. While that was happening, Inosuke, Zenitsu and Tamaki continued fighting against Slice. Tamaki. Damn it, they're about to decapitate Ghidorah. Inosuke. And we're here wasting time. At that, the three dodged the attack of Slice's hair. Zenitsu. Guys, calm down. Even if you decapitate Ghidorah, the only thing you would have to do is give us enough time to defeat Slice and cut off his head. Don't attack like crazy and just try to stay calm. Tamaki. I'm starting to think you should always be asleep. Inosuke. That's right, that's the sleeping attitude. Back with the others. Yuzui with his other sword tried to hit Ghidorah in the neck, but he turned his head and stopped the sword with his mouth. Ghidorah. You all will die today. Ghidorah would be about to use the spiral of blades, but Ghidorah would fall on him and pull him with the help of Yuzui. Tanjiro. Senor Yuzui, Ghidorah. The boys would free themselves by killing the last demons. Then Serafall would arrive. Issei. Sarah-chan, what are you doing here? Serafall. I came to help, and Rias, Daki and Susumaru went to look for Miss Makio and Miss Suma, and we were also surrounded by almost all the demons and fallen angels. Shinra. That's understandable. On that. Tamaki. Move aside. So the boys would see that several Slice hairs were going towards them. Tanjiro. It's refreshing. Shinra. Tamaki. Inosuke. We'll have to make a change of strategy. Tamaki. Yuzui and Ghidorah can take care of Astaroth, but we have to take care of Slice. Zenitsu. It seems that she is not that strong compared to Ghidorah, so we have to cut off her head. Can you guys still continue? Some Slice hairs would surround Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro, but they would break free. Tanjiro. Yes, we can continue. Issei, Shinra. Nothing will stop us. Serafall. Hinitsuru, run quickly, we'll take care of this. Hinitsuru. Okay. Asi Hinitsuru see Iria. Slice. Come on, that's all they know how to do. Slice said it while her strands of hair continued to attack the boys, in addition to throwing knives. On that. Serafall. It's time to fight. Tamaki. That's the attitude. Seeing that, Issei would get serious. Issei. It's dragon time. Dragon. Aderl. Issei. Ascalon. Dragon. Blade. So Issei had summoned the sword Ascalon. While Shinra brought out fire from his feet. Inosuke. Let this begin. So the boys began the fight against Slice by cutting and diverting their hair. Slice. No matter what they do, they will become slower with each step and we'll see who will be the first to fall. Serafall. Avoid at all costs his attacks, unlike Daki's attacks these are more lethal. Shinra. Derive them or destroy their hair, that's what I think. Shinra would say it kicking with fire. Tamaki. If we can't achieve this, what's the point of all that effort? What was the point? Tamaki's flames intensified, enveloping her in a flaming aura. Inosuke. Our training will not be in vain, Wormwoman, we will set our wild hearts on fire. Slice. Hahaha, then prove it. At that, Inosuke and Tamaki got into position. Inosuke. Breath of the Beast 8 Fang Piggy charge. Tamaki. Fire overdrive. So the two launched into the attack. Tanjiro. Guys, we must protect Inosuke and Tamaki, they can cut Slice's neck. Issei. You heard, gentlemen. Shinra. Attack. So Slice's hair would go towards Inosuke and Tamaki, but Tanjiro, Zenitsu, Issei, Serafall and Shinra deflected or cut each attack. Issei. Dance. Shinra. From the god of fire. Tanjiro. Water breathing third posture. Zenitsu. Lightning breath first stance. So the four began to cut each attack while Serafall froze some Slice attacks. Tanjiro. Stop. Zenitsu. Lightning flash. So the four of them rushed forward. Issei, Shinra. Vowels. Tanjiro. From the currents. Zenitsu. 8 times. So the boys cleared the way. Serafall. Now guys. Inosuke. Here we goes. Slice began to launch attacks at both of them causing cuts, but they did not stop. Surprised Slice. How come they don't stop? They're supposed to be human, how come they resist? The two would already be in front of Slice to then Slice stop Inosuke's katanas with their arms. Inosuke. I'll cut off your head now. Slice. It's useless, you and your little friend won't cut my head off, especially with those katanas or those claws. Tamaki. That's what you think. On that. Inosuke. 6 Fang. Inosuke would begin to move his katanas as if they were saws, while Tamaki cut his arms with Slice, while his claws grew bigger later. Inosuke. Severing bite. Tamaki. Flaming claws. Thus the two would be able to cut off Slice's head. Issei. They did it. Tanjiro. Inosuke used his katanas as saws and managed to cut his neck. Shinra excited. Yes Tamaki, that's my girl, my fiancé, yes. Inosuke would grab Slice's head while Tamaki followed him. Inosuke. We have his head, we have his head. Tamaki. We'll run away with her so she never put it on her again. Several sharp hairs would come out of Slice's body going towards Inosuke and Tamaki, but they would dodge them, and then Issei and the others would continue fighting against Slice's body to prevent the hairs from going after Inosuke and Tamaki. Inosuke. You guys go help the big guys against the psychopath face. Tamaki. We will keep running as far as we can with our big heads. Tanjiro. That's what we will do. Issei. Be careful. Shinra. Be careful Tamaki, don't die. Tamaki. Calm down my love, I'll be fine, I won't die easily. So Inosuke and Tamaki would keep running. Serafall. Go and help Mr. Yuzui and Gyutaro, we'll cover your back. The three went to where Yuzui and Gyutaro were fighting, but they didn't hear anything. Tanjiro. How strange, I don't hear the bangs from a few minutes ago. Issei. Maybe Yuzui and Gyutaro managed to defeat Ghidorah, I want to believe that. Dragon. Even so they don't trust each other. While that was happening Inosuke and Tamaki continued running. Tamaki. Keep running Inosuke, run like a soul carried by the devil. Inosuke. I don't know who that devil is but he won't take my soul. Angry Slice. Let go of my head, you damn unhappy pig. The hair on Slice's head would try to attack Inosuke and Tamaki, but they cut the hair. Inosuke. Hahaha, you're like a watermelon with a face, hahaha. Tamaki. Hahaha, if you're finished you couldn't defeat the great Tamaki Katatsu of the Fire Force, I'm the best, I'm invincible, hahaha. In that. Two knives had pierced Inosuke and Tamaki and the person responsible was Ghidorah, both of them just vomited blood. Issei Tanjiro are scared. Itsuo. Scared Shinra. Tamaki. Tanjiro worried. Inosuke, it can't be, they were pierced. Shinra worried. Tamaki, where did she go, maybe to a vital point. I can't see, damn it, my girl can't die. Issei vain as Ghidorah smiles sadistically. Issei. What the hell is Ghidorah doing here, where Mr. Yuzui and Gyutaro are? Tanjiro. Senor Yuzui, Gyutaro. But in that. The three of them saw Yuzui on the ground, missing a hand, and Gyutaro's head had been cut off, and he was disappearing. Gyutaro. Kamado, take care of my sister, please make him happy, I beg you. Gyutaro would finally disappear by dying. The three of them were scared when they saw what was happening. On that. Zenitsu. Tanjiro, Quittance. Serafall. Ice-chan, Salvance. Both would push Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro. While Slice's hair was destroying the whole place. Tanjiro. It can't be. The three of them would see everything in slow motion. Sad Tanjiro. Zenitsu, forget about us. Sad Issei. Sarah-chan, you must save yourself too, you are my magical girl, you can't die. Shinra sad. Forget about the three of us. The camera would focus on the bodies of Inosuke and Tamaki falling in slow motion. Tanjiro sad. I'm sorry Inosuke, if only I had thought about it. Shinra sad. Tamaki, I'm sorry, maybe I should have thought this would happen, but I didn't think about it and now I don't even know. Sad Issei. If only we had stayed with Mr. Yuzui this wouldn't have happened, he wouldn't be like this. Shinra sad. He wouldn't be poisoned if we had helped him in time. Tanjiro sad. If we had realized Ghidorah's plan Gyutaro would not have died and would still be alive. The three would continue to fall slowly. Issei is sad. Sorry. Shinra sad. Sorry. Tanjiro, sadly. Sorry. Issei Shinra Tanjiro sad. Sorry. On that. Shinra triste. Perdoname Tamaki. Tanjiro sad. Forgive me ignorant. Sad Issei. Forgive me Rias, Sarah-chan, forgive me Asia. It was the last thing the three of them said. Chapter 9. We will not give up. Chapter introductory music. The day we present. We will not give up. Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro fell to the ground, slowly losing consciousness. Tanjiro sad. Forgive me ignorant. Shinra sad. Sorry. Issei triste. Les fal perdonane Asia T fell. Finally, all three fell unconscious. Dragon. Sock. In Issei's mind. Asia. Issei-san. Issei would begin to wake up seeing that he was in a forest and there was snow. Issei. Guys. At that Issei saw Asia in front of him. Asia. Issei-san, why are you doing that? Issei. What are you talking about, Asia? Asia. Why do you always apologize to me, you've never done anything wrong to me. Issei. Pira yo. Asia. When I met you I saw that you were someone kind and cute, you saved me from Rainer, and yet you apologized. I became a demon, but that didn't change me. You never did anything bad to me. It's true that I worried you on many occasions, and when I almost died I caused you to become a dragon. You almost died because of me. The one who should apologize is me. I don't like it when you apologize to me. You have never failed me, and you have always been by my side. The blizzard would get a little stronger. Issei. Asia. Asia crying. Issei-sen, I love you, please don't leave me, get up, I will always believe in you. Back in reality. Issei would finally wake up, as would Shinra and Tanjiro. So the three of them saw that everything was a disaster and was on fire. Issei. This place is a mess, it's sad. Tanjiro. I wonder if everyone was evacuated. Shinra. I say yes. Issei. I don't see Sarah-chan and Rias hasn't contacted me. Shinra. I don't see the rest of the guys. Tanjiro worried. Clueless. The three looked back, seeing that Nezuko was still sleeping and was safe. Tanjiro. That's good, he's still sleeping. Shinra. We can still move. Issei. Even so, we must look for them. When looking up. Ghidorah. I must say you continue to surprise me, Hyodo, as do your friends. The three saw Ghidorah in front of them. Nearby Slice would be sitting watching everything. Ghidorah. I think you're the only ones alive in this place after all. The blonde and the male Leviathan are among the rubble, and without the possibility of escape, I pierced the hearts of the wild boar and the fire cat girl, and surely the poison already killed them, and that stupid pillar was nothing more than a show-off. The poison literally killed him, and now everything is screwed, and only you are still alive. Ghidorah would crouch down looking at the three of them. Ghidorah. Hyodo, I really must say that you and your friends are amazing, but at the same time they are desperate. Ghidorah would break all three of their fingers, which almost made them scream in pain. Ghidorah. I think I should kill you guys right away, just like that demon behind you. She's probably your sister, right, Tenjiro Kamado? Ghidorah would say it, seeing Nezuko. Ghidorah. I might keep her after going through Asia and that woman in purple, but maybe I'll let you live. So what? You won't do anything, Hyodo. Where's the balance breaker? Why don't you use it to get up and hit me? Or can't you three do something to me? Tanjiro quickly grabbed Nezuko's box and then started running with Issei and Shinra. Slice. Hahaha, really? Ghidorah. Hahaha, I can't believe it, I never thought you would become a coward, Hyodo, and just because you did not have that power with which you defeated Trihexa. The boys would continue running despite the pain. Shinra. Take me, I can't use fire, I'm too hurt. Issei. Don't worry, we can escape. I just have to communicate with Rias, but I can't use the communication circles. Tanjiro. Even so we must. But these were hit by Ghidorah. Ghidorah. Try this. So Ghidorah launching magic attacks that hit the boys. Ghidorah. You can't escape, guys. Tanjiro would start throwing bags with Ghidorah's sense, but he just laughed. Ghidorah. You know I like you, Hyodo. My main objective, like Slice's, is to take you to Akeno so you can be hers and kill the Gremory, but with you Kamado and Kusakib, I have an idea. What if you become demons, since only that way you can protect your sister Kamado? What do they say is a good idea? The three just looked up at the sky. Ghidorah. And now what? Come to heaven for the last time. Issei. Heh. Not exactly. Shinra. We were preparing. Tanjiro. Stop this. So the three hit Ghidorah, Tanjiro with a headbutt and Issei and Shinra with a punch in the stomach. But Ghidorah began to lose her balance. Ghidorah's thoughts. Ghidorah. What's wrong with me? Why did blows like that affect me? Looking at his leg, he saw that he had 3 kunais stuck in it. Ghidorah. Some kunais, they tricked me, they pretended to escape to grab the kunais. Out of your thoughts. Issei would summon the Ascalon sword, Shinra would prepare a fire kick, and Tanjiro would hold his katana to then hit Ghidorah in the neck. Issei. We will not lose. Issei had activated the balance breaker. Greg. Finish off the partner. Shinra. We will cut your throat. Tanjiro. We will not give up. Tanjiro's Ascalon sword and katana were managing to pass through Ghidorah's neck. While Shinra kept his foot piercing Ghidorah's heart. Slice. Damn them. Slice would attack, but Zenitsu and Serafall would emerge from the rubble. Slice. Impossible, they managed to get out of the rubble. Don't get closer, damn you. So Slice starting to attack. Zenitsu. Lightning breathing first stance. Serafall. I hope it works. Zenitsu. Lightning flash divine speed. So at maximum speed Zenitsu launched himself against Slice along with Serafall. Serafall. We won't lose to you, bitch. We'll cut off that head. Zenitsu's thoughts. Zenitsu. The time has come to finish her off. I can only use divine speed twice because it exhausts my feet. I already used it to get out of the rubble with Serafall. I can't fail. Tanjiro, Issei, and Shinra created this opportunity, neither I nor Serafall will waste it. Out of your thoughts. Tanjiro, Issei and Shinra continued fighting to finish off Ghidorah, but he freed himself from the poison, thus repelling the boys. Ghidorah, annoyed. Why don't they die? So Ghidorah would begin to attack the three, and they would defend themselves. Issei. We will not surrender. Shinra. We won't lose. Tanjiro. We can win. Ghidorah. Muraian. That demon was about to kill the boys, but the attack would be stopped by Yuzui, surprising the boys and then making Ghidorah retreat. Ghidorah. Is the idiot still alive? The poison must have stopped his heart. I see. He used his muscles to stop the bleeding and repel the poison. Issei Shinra Tanjiro. Senor Yuzui. Yuzui. To the RHYTHM of the score, let's fight for victory. Thus launching into the attack. Ghidorah, annoyed. Stop talking. So Ghidorah's attacks would go towards Yuzui, but he would repel them using his hearing. Yuzui. I can finally see it, your disgusting score. I see Yuzui blocking Ghidorah's attacks. Ghidorah. He managed to block my attacks like it was nothing. Issei Shinra Tanjiro. Incredible. So Yuzui attacked Ghidorah, but he dodged the attack. Ghidorah, annoyed. He turned all my attacks into a damn score and was able to block them. It's impossible, I'm sick of you. So Ghidorah and Yuzui collided, their attacks starting to create epic explosions and destroying several houses. Issei. They are equal in speed. Shinra. But it won't be for long, Yuzui will get tired sooner or later. Tanjiro. We must cut off Ghidorah's head before that happens, let's go. So the three of them went in the direction of the battle. Yuzui would cut Ghidorah with a sword, cutting off his arm, but the demon would cut Yuzui in the eye. Issei Shinra Tanjiro. Damn. Yuzui. Don't stop, jump. So the three of them jumped in an epic way going towards Ghidorah. Ghidorah. Don't even think about it. So with his arm Ghidorah would stab Tanjiro in the jaw with his knife, and from some magic circles, some arms would come out stabbing Issei and Shinra with knives in the jaws. Ghidorah. No matter how hard they try, they are still weak now, they will die from poisoning. Issei. Tijiramos. Shinra. Even if it costs us our lives. Tanjiro. We're going to kill you by cutting off your head. So the three of them stuck their swords into Ghidorah's neck, and Shinra with his flames created a standing sword of fire. Ghidorah. Imbeciles who don't understand that they won't achieve anything. Issei. We need more strength. Shinra. We will do it. Tanjiro. We must use all our strength, we must use all of it. Thus Tanjiro's mark would change, and now Issei and Shinra had some marks appearing, beginning to cross Ghidorah's neck. Ghidorah's thoughts. Ghidorah. Damn, they're about to cut off my head, but even if they cut off my head, if Slice keeps his head, I'll be able to recover, and then I'll be able to kill them. Out of your thoughts. Meanwhile. The lightning bolt would become Zenitsu and Serafall. Zenitsu. Damn, I have no more strength left. Serafall. I can't lose. Slice. It doesn't make sense, they won't cut off my head, they were born weak, and that's how they will die. Slice's hair was going to cut both of them, but the hair was cut by Inosuke and Tamaki. Slice. What? But Ghidorah pierced them. Inosuke. They should not underestimate the flexibility of my body, moving my internal organs is something simple for me. Tamaki. Protecting my internal organs with my flames was difficult. Inosuke. And since I grew up in the mountains, your poison only tickled me. Tamaki. Don't underestimate me. So the two of them stuck their katanas and claws in and began to cut Slice's neck. Scared Slice. Ghidorah. Do something quick. Well, Ghidorah was also losing. Ghidorah. I can't use my magic circles or the spiral of blades. Everyone let out a loud scream and then managed to cut off Ghidorah and Slice's heads at the same time. The two heads would fall in a distant place. In the distance, Rias, Daki, Susumaru, Meikyo, Suma and Hinitsuru watched everything. They did it, they cut off their heads at the same time. The girl would say it when she was happy. Rias. That's my Issei, that's the way it's done. You, Serafall, and the guys did it. Daki Susumaru. You did it, Tanjiro-kun, you're amazing. Suma. This is great, Hinitsuru, be happy from the beyond. Meikyo. How did you say that? Suma. Meikyo. Bruta. Meikyo would say it, hitting Suma. Bad? You more. Rias. Oh, shut up already. Hinitsuru. Wait girl, something is happening down there. Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro were breathing heavily due to the wounds and blood in their mouths. Thoughts of the three. Tanjiro. The poison. Issei. We must contain him. Shinra. And prevent it from spreading. The three of them watched as Yuzui tried to tell them something, but they didn't understand anything. Out of your thoughts. Worried Yuzui. I said run. Ghidorah. Damn you. Diodora's scream was heard, and then his body exploded, creating a great destruction that destroyed the red light district. Chapter 10. Victory is ours. Chapter introductory music. Today we present Victory is ours. Minutes after the explosion, Issei, Shinra and Tanjiro would begin to awaken until the three saw Nezuko, Rias, Daki and Susumaru. Tanjiro. Nezuko, Daki, Susumaru. Daki, happy. You did it, dear, you won and you're alive. Susumaru. We were worried that you might have died. Both would hug Tanjiro, and he would reciprocate with some difficulty. Shinra. Holy shit, my head hurts. Rias, happy. I'm glad nothing happened to you, Issei, I was scared. You would say it while hugging your brown-haired boy, and he would hug you back. When the three of them got up, they saw the destruction of the place. Issei. It seems that Makio and Suma managed to evacuate everyone in time. Shinra. That damn Diodorae almost managed to kill us if that was his last card. Tanjiro. Yes, but where are the others? On that. Zenitsu. Tanjiro. Issei. That's Zenitsu. When they tried to stand up, the three of them remained motionless because their entire bodies hurt. Greg. They forgot they can't move. Nezuko would carry Tanjiro, while Rias would carry Issei. Issei. Are these safe? Rias. As your fiancé and mistress, it is my duty to carry my cute dragon. Issei. Okay, and what about you, Shinra? Shinra. I can move. With some difficulty Shinra would begin to walk. So everyone went to the address, and when they arrived they saw Zenitsu crying comically, and Serafall was by his side equally hurt. Zenitsu crying. Guys, I woke up and my whole body hurts, my legs hurt, who did this to me? Shinra. Cheer up, kid, you're still alive, that's what matters. Rias. Are you okay, Serafall? Serafall. More or less, my body hurts and I feel like my bones are broken, but everything is fine. Issei. Are you sure you are okay? Zenitsu crying. We are more or less, but Inosuke and Tamaki are worse than us, their hearts are beating very slowly. Shinra assisted. Tamaki. He doesn't get this, and Inosuke. Serafall worried. They are over there. The boys saw Inosuke and Tamaki in some rubble. Tanjiro. Inosuke, wake up please, you can't die, you're supposed to resist a lot. Worried Shinra. Tamaki, please look at me, open your eyes and look at me, please don't die. I am nothing without you. Issei. The poison has advanced a lot in them, but we were poisoned, how are we still alive? On that. Nezuko would use her blood technique on Inosuke and Tamaki, managing to neutralize the poison. Inosuke. I'm starving, I want something to eat. Tamaki. I also feel like eating something. Happy Tanjiro. It's so good. Happy Shinra. Finally. So Shinra would hug his girlfriend tightly while crying. Issei. I didn't know Nezuko did that. Rias. Well, you see, she's not just any demon. Meanwhile. Suma, crying. Nuo, you can't let us have you, please don't die. Like in the original story, Hinitsuru, Makio and Suma would be sad thinking that Yuzui would die, but Suma was throwing a tantrum and Makio started fighting with her, threatening to put stones in her mouth. Well, Yuzui just had a funny face. But then little Nezuko would arrive. For later. Hinitsuru, Makio and Suma would hug Yuzui tightly while crying. Tanjiro. I think Nezuko's blood technique saved Mr. Yuzui from the poison. Issei. And so Nezuko proves to be amazing again. Issei would say it while stroking Nezuko's head. Greg. My respects, brat, you're full of surprises. Tanjiro. That's my sister. Nezuko would just put on a face of victory. Yuzui. But I don't understand, you shouldn't move either if you were also poisoned. Shinra. It's very curious, don't you think, Mr. Yuzui? Tanjiro. We'll go look for Diodorae and slice his heads, we won't be at peace until we're sure they're dead. So the boys would be walking all over the place until they found a pool of blood. Issei. Diodorae became the new upper moon, didn't he? Susumaru. Well, the guy had the sample in his eyes because. Issei. Hey Tanjiro, collect that blood, maybe with Diodorae's blood, Tomeo could be closer to a cure for Nezuko. Tanjiro. It's true. So Tanjiro would use the syringe, collecting a large amount of blood. Tanjiro. We have the blood of a higher moon. Rias. And a demon heir. Ishiro's cat would appear. Tanjiro. Take it to Mrs. Tomeo. Tanjiro would say it while putting the syringe in the bag. Issei. Goodbye, demon cat. Shinra. Take care. So the cat let out a meow and then disappeared. After searching for a while, the boys no longer found Slice and Diodorae's heads, they only found their evil piece, which Rias destroyed with a stomp. Aki sad. My brother Chance. Issei. Diodorae killed him. Shinra. We couldn't save him. The demon just started crying. Tanjiro. I understand. Hearing that, Daki was surprised. Daki surprised. How is that? Tanjiro. He told me before he died and I will do what I say. I will take care of you and Susumaru. The demon would hug Tanjiro while crying and Susumaru joined the hug. Rias. Issei, I have some news for you. Rias would take a small box out of her pocket. Issei, upon opening it, was surprised to see that it was a positive pregnancy test. Issei surprised. This is what I think it is. Rias. Hehe, yes, I'm pregnant. Issei will be parents. The boy would be surprised. Rias. It was a few weeks ago before coming here and well, I remembered to keep a pregnancy test just in case and the result was 100% positive. Issei, not giving a shit about the pain in his body, would hug Rias, spinning her around in the air. Happy Issei. Yes, my fiancé and I will be parents. I'm going to be a dad. I'm the happiest boy in the world. The boys just watched the scene with a smile while our couple just smiled happily. Rias. Well Daki, Susumaru, are you ready? I would say it, you laughed, showing the evil pieces you had. Daki. Susumaru. We're ready. So the two approached Rias. While Issei, Shinra, Tanjiro and Izuku looked at the starry sky. Tanjiro. Finally it's all over. I'm tired. Issei. Shinra. Same with us. Greg. They're dying of pain, right? Issei. Shinra. Tanjiro. You have no idea. Meanwhile. As in the original story, Iguro had appeared congratulating Yuzui, although he said that this was the last battle he would fight. Iguro. And who will be your successor? Who will take your place? Yuzui. I know who could do it. Remember the boy who has a demon sister and remember the boys who come from another world. The serpent pillar remained silent for later. Iguro was surprised. No, impossible, they managed to survive this battle. Tanjiro Kamado, Hyodo Issei and Shinra Kusaka managed to survive. Rias finally returned part of her clan to Daki and Susumaru. Rias. Yes, they should stay with Tomeo so she can take care of them and supervise both of their pregnancies. Daki. Susumaru. So we won't be close to our beloved. They both said it while being upset and sad. Tanjiro. Don't worry, I'll see you again, but I'd like Mrs. Tomeo to take care of you and help you, Daki, to get rid of Kibutsuji's control just in case, and I'll be in touch with you. Daki. Susumaru. Okay. Both of them gave Tanjiro a kiss and he reciprocated. Meanwhile. At the butterfly farm. The Yabayashiki boss found out that our protagonists managed to defeat a superior moon, which gave him hope despite his condition, since he was now spitting blood. Yabayashiki. Muzan Kibutsuji, it will be our generation that will finish you off and the burden on my family will finally end. Meanwhile. Asia would be training with a training katana. Ringoku. Joven Asia. Asia. What's going on, Mr. Ringoku? Ringoku. Good news, young Hyodo, Kusaka, Kamado and the others managed to defeat a superior moon and they managed to survive. Happy Asia. Issei-san achieved it along with the president and Sarah-sama and the others. I feel happy and that's why I must train more and become stronger and be able to help them in the mission to finish off Muzan. Ringoku. That's how you speak, young Asia. Ringoku would look at the sky. Ringoku. Well done, young man, and Tenjin, congratulations on your victory. But somewhere else. The Kaza appeared in a strange place. The Kaza. The infinite dimensional fortress. If it made me come here, it means. That upper moon was surprised. The Kaza surprised. The hunters and those guys defeated a crescent. Back with the boys. Yuzui would be being helped by his 3 wives to walk. Happy Sum. I'm glad you're well. Makio happy. Yes, and everything ended well. Initsuru happy. Now we can be the 4 of us together. Yuzui. Yes, and celebrate with extravagance. Zenitsu crying. We survived. Issei. Shinra. OHHH. Rias. Well, everything ended well. Tamaki. Yes, although Serafall and I ended up in a mess, we still managed to survive. Serafall. And we have new friends. Rias. Although I won't be able to fight until my baby is born, so I'll be without training all this time. Tamaki. At least they'll take care of you at the butterfly farm. Rias. Good point. Tanjiro happy. We did it. Shinra. We're still alive, damn Muzan. Issei. We won this battle. So everyone would still be hugging. Issei's thoughts. Issei. If Akeno sends more demons, it doesn't matter, I will protect Rias, Sarah-chan and Asia with my life. Greg. Well said, partner. Out of your thoughts. Issei. Shinra. Tanjiro. Victory is ours. And so our heroes managed to defeat Diodora, Astathith and Slice, but still there are adventures to live while the journey continues. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown in left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day. Bye.